Mm-mm. How's everything, Marz?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm great, bro. It's just crazy world we live in, man. Crazy freaking world.
I wouldn't know. I just live on my computer on basketball reference all day. So
I live on my computer too. Now that I'm editing videos and stuff. So we're twinning.
we are indeed twinning.
Mm-hmm.
Except all I do really is just be a keyboard warrior on Discord and then look at stats. That's all I
Oh,
really do.
oh, you went back to Discord?
Yeah, I don't have much of a life.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We should pull up to Dub's world.
You be going at crazy late times, and sometimes I just be watching NBA in my bed. So I just can't be bothered to get up and go on my computer. So I just be in the chat telling Gabe to shut up.
I appreciate the support. You know, I was editing some of Dub's world, and I realized the point of time where you didn't like Gabe. Like I seen it on show. I was like, oh yeah, that was a turning point. So when you guys were talking about Kyle Kuzma, and Gabe set the point of Kyle Kuzma's role just changed. He was the same guy. He didn't get better on the Wizards. He just got a bigger role. He was like, he's playing better. He's playing better. If you just watch with your eyes, you can see he's rebounded the ball better. He's doing this better. Yeah, it's because of opportunity, but he just became a better basketball player as well. And Gabe wasn't hearing it. I could just tell by your face. He was like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
You said it, not me. So you said it.
I read people, Marz. You do know this. I read people.
Yeah, body language and all that. Yep.
I know you.
Understand.
I know you.
Mm-hmm. You know me so well, Doug.
I do know you, actually. You know I know you, though.
Yeah, you know me.
Yo, did you see that the money talks with Austin Reaves?
What, 4 years, 50 million?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what's that? 12.5 million a year? I think that's fair. I don't think the Lakers are going to re-sign him, but I think that's fair.
I think that's not bad either, but I wouldn't even pay him like that. Austin Reaves is a nice shooter, but it's like come on, bro. We'll have to give him that much money.
The Lakers lost Alex Caruso, so now they have another white guy performing at a good level for them. They don't want to make the same mistake twice and lose them, because Alex Caruso in Chicago is looking like a really good player.
But if they keep finding guys to replace him, that means they're probably gonna find him.
Maybe they think they're running out of white guys that can perform at a high level.
Nah, you never run out of those.
I don't know, man. If I'm I don't think the Lakers are going to give him the 4 years, 50 million, but I do think there'll be another team in the NBA that would probably pay him that much or more.
They might. I'm about to send the chat. I'm about to send the StreamYard link. Today, if you've been here before, I'm gonna just let you up. Here's what it is. We give some of the older following some love. But then for the next shows, you know how it is. I'm gonna talk about this playmaking bag.
What made you come up with this title, Doug?
JD hit me up. I didn't know what else to talk about. And then I just remembered the conversation I was having with you and Lo about playmaking. See,
about Draymond Green.
About Draymond Green and Rudy Gobert and where do they rank as playmakers. And then y'all told me that y'all didn't think of a list that far down to put them. But my head is like, the reason why, like playmaking, right? The playmaking definition that I grew up, the reason why those definitions were created is so that people could have an easier understanding of comparing players and understanding players, right? So what you and Lo are doing, changing that criteria to the exact definition, but then when you go by the exact definition, it makes it extremely difficult to rate guys where if you're not in the top 10 or top 15, like a Rudy Gobert or Draymond Green, who are they around in terms of playmaking? It makes it difficult for you to differentiate between the two. So in my head is like, if I know Marcus Smart, I can rank him as a playmaker easily. I think he's like a tier below Drew Holiday. I could think about that easily. But Draymond Green or Rudy Gobert, that was like, all right, there's too many factors for me to include to rank him as a playmaker. Now, you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. my definition or mine and Lowe's definition isn't something that it's something you have to think about more than just off the cuff. It's not casual friendly, respectfully. I'm not calling you a casual, just in general.
No, you're right.
So the old definitions of a lot of basketball terms were made so that people with less knowledge could be involved in conversations and know what they're talking about. But I don't want to have many conversations with casuals. Personally, I don't want to. So I want to use the definition of the word as it applies to people who understand the game. We know what we're talking about, and we know how these conversations work, and we understand the nuance of basketball, and we understand that playmaking is more than assists. So when we have conversations, we're all on the same page, and we know we're actually talking about more than simply the box score. For the casuals, it's fine. It's the same way people can use points per game to see who the best scorer is. That's fine for them. But when we start elevating our minds and understanding the game at a higher level, we don't have to still be talking about these extremely
But don't you
casual talking
understand?
points.
Don't you understand how difficult it is now? Like, where is Rudy Gobert rank as a playmaker?
No idea. And as a center, he's
Not as a center. Like, is he
as
better?
a
Like,
play. Okay, give me a player and I'll say if I think he's better or worse.
than a shooter?
He's worse than Dennis Schroeder
Why?
because he doesn't provide any pressure around the rim. His screening gravity isn't very high. He's a good screener in terms of he can create separation for his guard, which is helping create, but he doesn't draw any secondary attention. Teams will trap the ball handler before they trap him, if you get what I'm saying.
Do
So
you
he's
include
not creating that much off
do
those
you
screens.
do you include offensive rebounding as creation?
No, I view that as offensive value, but not creation.
Why? If they're creating a shot.
Because if they're creating another shot for themselves, that's not offensive. That's
So
not.
if he
creation.
grabs an
if he
offensive rebound,
gets an
kicks it out,
offensive, yeah, and that's playmaking. Yes.
which leads to another assist. Like not his assist, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
to another guy.
playmaking. That's playmaking. Yeah.
But you see
The offensive rebound itself
Yeah.
is offensive rebounding.
because
That's
now,
that.
but you
You
see
kicking
how,
it out and
Yeah.
therefore creating another. That's playmaking. Yes.
yeah. So now do you see the difficulties in rating him because that's important to the game. So I have to keep a track of all of those little nuances of playmaking, like when his block turns into a fast break point.
I
That's
don't
playmaking.
include I don't include defense into playmaking, and I've said I know it starts transition and it creates those easy opportunities. I'm not doing that
Why not? But if you got to go by the exact definition though,
because
that's been your whole point of this.
Yeah, you do because I don't watch enough of these people to then include how many turnovers they are forcing and creating opportunities for people. I won't have a good grasp on that for
But
enough players to do that.
That's the point I'm making though. You see, when
That's
you
fine.
add so many nuances to it, simple guys where I could sit here and talk about Marcus Smart or Drew Holiday or Lonzo Ball as a playmaker, but when I add all those other nuances to the playmaking role, now it's like I can't even have these conversations anymore because there's too many nuances for me to look at. You understand?
I think you have to start looking at nuances because without it, you're just having extremely surface level conversations. And that's where you end up just two people on Basketball Reference looking at people's averages. And then you decide who's better. I agree. I don't have all the nuances. Like I'm probably missing some myself. But let's say hypothetically, there's 15 nuances. I'm accounting for 12. You're accounting for 1. Me missing out on 3, I think I still have a better understanding of that person's playmaking ability than you missing out on 14.
But Marz, they separated it. They separated it all already for us, right? The nuances of their game. I could talk about their rebounding, their offensive rebounding, their defense, their playmaking, their impact. You see, it's already separated where I could talk about. They divided it up for us so that we could sit here and stay on topic to have these conversations. You're combining all of the things that they divided it up for us already to make it harder for us to differentiate.
Well, I don't call offensive rebounding just playmaking. I think offensive rebounding and then creating a shot would be playmaking, but the offensive rebound itself isn't playmaking.
No.
I know it's separate, but I've said before, I think everything within basketball becomes intertwined at some point. It's not just everything is separate. It's not scoring is clearly separate from playmaking, and then defense is clearly separate from offense. I don't think that's how it goes.
100%.
I think they are intertwined, and I think that's why there's
that's how
gray
basketball
areas.
that's how basketball works, which is why you divide it up and see how those pieces complement each other, right? That's how everybody talked about basketball. That's what you're supposed to do. You sit here and look at their game. Like Steph and Curry, right? Everybody knows that Steph, right? Him as a playmaker, by my definition, isn't there, defender and everything. But the impact that he brings, the scoring that he brings, the gravity that he brings, puts him on another level, and that affects the game in different ways. We're not going to rank him lower than a lot of people won't rank him lower than somebody like a Chris Paul, because we understand how impactful, how important he is to his team, right? But I don't need to sit here and change the criteria of playmaking or doing all of that when a lot of people just know that just by thinking about it and see how his game translates. My whole thing is just changing the definition. It's just, I'm not with it.
Okay, so what if I use the different words? Instead of playmaking, I use the word creation.
Not mad.
So the issue is the word I'm using.
Like creation?
If I just say player A creates more for his teammates than player B, that's because of gravity, screening ability.
Why don't you just say impact?
Because I think impact is more than just that. That's one part of impact. Scoring is also impactful. Defense is also impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Simply creating for your teammates is one subsection of your total impact. So if I just said this player creates more for his teammates than this guy, it's not using the word playmaking. It's using creation. So you can have
creation is not bad.
You can have your playmaking definition, and I'll just use creation.
Creation is not bad. I'm not mad at creation. I'm gonna get some guys up here, bro. We gonna get the Cowboy man. Man, Majama was good with you, Brian.
I'm good, man. How you holding up?
We good, fam.
What's going on?
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right,
I just wanted to know, based on the topic, who do you think is a better passer, Kenny Johnson or Mark Jackson?
Who's a better talent? Who? Mark Jackson and
who's
who?
the better, Kenny Johnson or Mark Jackson, as far as passing and controlling the passing lanes?
I mean, I think Mark Jackson is one of the better passers of all time. Not like top 10 or anything, but I think his ability to initiate offense, his ability to pass out of the post for a guard was elite. I do think he found many passing angles. So in a lot of passing conversations, I would favor Mark Jackson. Just as long as we're not putting him in the conversation with like the upper A plus tier.
Like Jason Kidd or
yeah. But against most people, I think Mark Jackson would win.
Now, I thought Kenny would be a good pickup between him and Mark, because I think Kenny had a very impactful career because of Charles Barkley when he was with the Suns. But at the same time, I think him and Mark Jackson really were good when it came to passing and sharing out the ball.
I think, first of all, just to make sure for everyone, you're talking about Kevin Johnson, right, on the Suns?
Kevin, my fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little
I figured that's who you're talking about.
I'm not gonna lie, Marz. I was over here stuck. I'm like, who the hell is Kenny Johnson?
I just figured because we're talking about two 90s guys. I didn't know who Kenny Johnson was, and I was like, I know I'm not a casual, so I was like, okay, I'm assuming Kevin Johnson. I think Kevin Johnson.
That's why I like you, Marz.
I think Kevin Johnson created more for his teammates in terms of getting downhill and creating that way. In terms of he would draw more defensive attention. But I do think simply as a passer, I think Mark Jackson would be a better passer.
Okay. All right. I got some more questions, but if y'all guys want to jump in, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin, I think the better player, in my opinion, is Kevin Johnson, mainly because along with the passing ability, the scoring ability that he has, was just better than Mark Jackson's. But
plus the playoffs.
The playoffs. So
they were both not good on defense as well.
Yeah, so. I'm gonna side with Kevin Johnson 9 times out of 10.
Okay,
he should be a Hall of Famer in my opinion, but.
Me too. That's why I brought it up, because I think he really was a silent piece when the Suns were doing their thing. A lot of people don't know about that.
I agree.
But, him and Charles was going crazy.
I got one more thing. As far as playoffs, you got who you gonna start a bench if you were to do the playoffs? Brunson, Maxey, or Mitchell? Like as far as best production, like you know these guys.
Who's the first one?
Brunson, Maxey,
Brunson,
Mitchell.
Maxey, and Mitchell. Like the
I'm
best playoff.
I'm starting Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell, Maxey, and Brunson.
I'm starting
Okay, so
Mitchell, benching Brunson, cutting Maxey.
Yeah, same thing.
Because of the experience, right?
It's the experience alongside. I think Jaylen Brunson has shown me more as a primary option than Tyrese Maxey has. I think he's a better playmaker than Tyrese Maxey. And I think in a slowed down game, because Tyrese Maxey is a lot in transition now in the open court. In the slowed down game, I think I've seen Jaylen Brunson enough be able to get his own and create for others more than Tyrese Maxey.
Okay, damn, I like that. Y'all guys can go
I
ahead.
I know,
questions,
ball,
but I don't want to hold up the show. I got
the
tons of
Jaylen Brunson
Go ahead,
trade was
guys.
the best thing that ever happened to him.
Go ahead,
feel
fellas. Y'all got anything to say? Go ahead, Wise Money.
Oh yeah, the Jaylen Brunson trade is the best thing that happened to him so far. I feel like if he was with Luka still, like he wouldn't really be showcasing all these skills like this. But when it comes to Maxey, he kind of reminds me of like a Jaylen Brown a little bit because the way he'll have good games and then he'll have a few, you know what I mean? Yeah, a little bit.
Wow.
But nah, yeah, I'm benching Maxey though.
You're benching Maxey and
I'm
you're cutting
kicking
Jaylen Brunson.
Maxey. I'm kicking back. My fault.
Nah, no problem. Yeah, I think Maxey's just he's getting the short end of the stick here because I think Jaylen Brunson has been amazing for the Knicks the whole entire season. Really a game changer. Even when he doesn't have a good scoring performances, he impacts the game in a good way, being the ball handler of that team, setting guys up. So I mean that's where it's like I really applaud him for that. Tyrese Maxey, maybe him playing behind James Harden like stunts his growth a little bit, but I just don't think he's on the level of D Mitch or Jaylen Brunson yet.
No, it's gonna be like at least a year or two because he's already promised. Like
when you think
Maxey's probably the only player I can like. Not saying I don't like the Sixers, but he's the only player I would root for. Because Embiid I like, but there's something about Embiid. It's just I don't know.
He's slow. It's like Embiid. No, it's he's slow. Like
especially the injury thing. The injury thing really gets me. AD gets hate for it, but it's like Embiid.
I keep telling people he plays like a fat man, bro. I'm serious.
Nah, he really does.
You know what it is though? It's because Embiid for Philly, they have more plays for Embiid that just runs through him and it's mad quick and he gets it off. The problem is like you said, consistency with Embiid, and I agree. I feel that not even just his injuries, if he would just take instead of holding, letting the play develop, he would be MVP. I honestly think Embiid is the only person right now that can average. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. This is per quarter. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block per quarter. That's 40, 20, 12, and 4 blocks. And that's his average potential. Embiid in his max potential. He's doing 35 now. He's doing 35 now.
You think he could be Wilt Chamberlain? You think he could be Wilt Chamberlain
with that system? Yes, because he's lazy. He's late. Look. I'm saying as of right now, he's doing. I'm saying right now he's doing good, but he needs to step up his footwork and he needs to step up being more consistent. If he does that, there's no limit to what he can do. Just because I say he could be the next Wilt, don't mean he will be. I'm just
in the last
because he's doing 35 right now.
I think in the last like 9 or 10 games, he's been putting up like above 30 plus.
Yeah,
they trying to get that MVP
like every game.
I mean, he's averaging.
That's what I'm saying.
He needs to turn out to 40. He's not gonna get it. He's still not
without the 40. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm saying he's still not gonna get at this rate.
Isn't he the front runner right now?
No, he is.
Yeah, he's.
I'm not gonna lie. That is such. I don't care what anyone says. That is such a pity thing.
But how MVP he come out of nowhere? Yeah, like in 1 month, he just comes out of nowhere. Now he's MVP because it was always Giannis and Jokic. Now, like the last 2-3 weeks, all I hear is Embiid.
Because he ain't complaining to the media no more.
Denver
they probably don't
losing.
give me the MVP because they don't like him.
Denver went on a 4-game losing streak. There were some games where Jokic was getting killed defensively and some terrible offensive games against Chicago. I think it was Chicago and like Toronto. So it was like, I guess the recency bias, like it kind of messing up. Like for the month of like March and late February after the All-Star break, I think Embiid's been playing better than Jokic.
Yeah, he's not missing time. That helps.
I ain't gonna front though. The last game I saw with Jokic with the Knicks, he looked like he's getting pissed. Like he was just attacking the rim, spinning. Like I don't know if it's Madison Square Garden or what, but he looked like a different
Nah,
person. I
everyone
think
gets
Jokic is gonna be ready for the
turned up in
playoffs.
Madison Square Garden.
You think Jokic or Embiid?
No,
Everyone,
Jokic.
man.
I think he's gonna turn it up because he's been taking a lot of heat and he's been quiet. And one thing I like about him is that he would rather be consistent than to talk smack. Like if you look at Memphis or the Suns right now, they're talking smack to Golden State. But we already know that Golden State won a championship last year, and if they meet them in the playoffs, it's going to be a problem for both the Suns and Memphis. So,
Memphis won the title this year. They are not gonna stop talking. Ooh,
Let them talk. I like them talking.
Nah.
I love.
Oh,
the
that's
talking.
another thing. Who's more valuable, Brooks or damn, what the hell is his name?
Draymond. Don't say
Man.
Draymond.
No. I was gonna say it's on Memphis. Dylan and what's his name?
Desmond Bane.
There you go, Bane. There you go, Bane.
Bane.
Yeah, Desmond Bane.
Dylan
Brooks is not moving me, man. Dylan Brooks.
No, he's
last season I think it was a conversation. Now it's like Desmond Bane got.
Nah, Dylan Brooks has never been moving me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, seen what
not
Curry
even
did,
last year. Last year I thought he was
yesterday?
really good.
Nah, Dylan Brooks don't move me.
He was like a decent. He was decent.
He doesn't move me.
This year is just I don't know.
Y'all seen what Curry did to Brooks yesterday?
What Curry did to the Bucks?
Kyrie did to Brooks yesterday.
Oh yeah, he offered his jersey, and then Kyrie's like, "Nah,
that's just crazy."
That was crazy.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want his jersey either. Respect to Dylan Brooks, there, man.
But have you noticed that with the Jokic getting the talks for the next MVP, they're like, "Oh man, you gotta get to the finals, yada yada." What about Embiid? But he escapes criticism for not getting to the conference finals ever. Even though Jokic got to one at least, but even then, it's like, I mean,
Jokic and Embiid.
Embiid went to the conference finals.
No, he didn't.
He's never missed the conference.
He hasn't gotten out the second round.
The second round. Yeah. Second round. Yeah,
they should have beat Boston the first year was in the playoffs because they had no Kyrie or Hayward, but then they went down like 3-0. He was trash talking Marcus Morris, talking about some you see that, and Marcus like 3-0, bro. 3-0, like what you doing? Then the next year, Kawhi. Don't give him. I don't give him too much crap for 2020 because he didn't have Ben, and I don't think most of the Sixers were hurt, getting swept by Boston. Then who they lose to the next year?
Atlanta.
That was disgrace. They were like what 25-26.
Yeah, that was
in like
bad.
Game 5 and like lost the game still.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
See, the thing that happens. So this is why it confuses me, like the arguments that people choose for like Embiid and Jokic, because the same thing can apply to both. People be like, well, Embiid had Ben Simmons, his guys was getting hurt, this and that. That same thing can be applied to Jokic. So it's like I don't understand why they use those talking points for Embiid, but not the same talking points for Jokic. Oh, he has to win. He has to do this. But Embiid, like you said, he hasn't made it past the second round, but there's excuses for him, but not excuses for Jokic. I would never get that.
There's only like 1 year that Jokic made, like, I think it was the year they went to Game 7 with the Spurs. No, with the
Trailblazers.
They should have probably got to. That would have been 2 conference finals appearances in his like playoff career. Whereas Embiid, at least 2 or 3, where he should have been in the conference finals at least that year, and they just, like this year they got even last year, but then he got hurt, which is like on par, like on time, like us. Either something gonna happen, then we got James Harden to rely on, who Harden was horrible against Miami.
I got a question to ask you guys. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, bro. No, you got it, bro.
I just got one. The question is this: with all that's going on with Golden State and the whole KD thing, right? Because everybody keeps saying KD. I'm not a KD fan, by the way. KD were to win, let's say next year, and Golden State were to win it this year. Let's just say for the sake of argument, can that now be narrative? Oh, KD never won without Golden State, and Golden State was never a super team without KD. Can that narrative stop? Because I'm tired of hearing. Okay, cool. Because I don't think it will, because no matter what, people are going to
No,
treat
it's
it like
not.
the same thing with Shaq and Kobe. Like, oh, KD that hasn't won till he went to the Golden State. But then you act like he never knew how to win before with OKC when he made it all the way there to the Western Conference Finals. But then they act like, oh, he's not good enough. He doesn't know what it's like to win until he went to Golden State. Okay, and then after Golden State, you still don't think that he knows how to win. So for me, it's like he gets a bad rap because of what he did. But Shaq or anybody else can get a pass.
Winning cures a lot of things, right? Shaquille O'Neal annoys me because he talks the way he talks, but without understanding, and a lot of people do this. Shaquille O'Neal won as the best guy of a team when he was on the Lakers with Kobe Bryant. When he was with D-Wade was the best player on that team, and it is what it is. So Shaquille O'Neal won as the guy only when he was on the Lakers. So the same thing could apply to Shaquille O'Neal as well. Oh, you weren't doing anything without the Lakers and Kobe Bryant as the guy, and then all the other time when you were successful, you lost, or you needed another guy who was better than you in order to win. So that's why I don't understand people who like Shaq or Shaq himself criticizes KD the way they do, because you could apply the same energy to him. KD winning solves all, right? So once KD wins a ring, bro, these narratives is going to switch. KD was going to go back to being the best player while they were together on Golden State. And it's a nasty thing that NBA fans do. That, I mean, it is what it is. They just like switching narratives due to winning bias. And when I say winning bias, guys, that's what I mean. Stephen Curry automatically became the best player in 2017 and 2018 last season when he won in 2022. That's winning bias. Nobody thinks that, though.
Nobody thinks what?
Nobody thinks that winning bias is a thing.
Well, yeah, it shouldn't, but it is what it is.
Because when people hear winning bias, they think it means that you're trying to praise losing. That's why.
No. It's more hey, how
that's
is he
why
MVP?
they don't like.
Yeah, like when y'all praise the guy who went to 6 NBA finals a lot.
I just hate how opinions. I just hate how I'm fine with people rewarding winning. Just don't change your opinion on somebody so drastically just because they won. That's stupid
what I
to
don't
me.
like? You know what I don't like about the league now? And I'm just going to make this really quick because I hate Reggie Miller, and I'm always going to show why I don't like Reggie Miller. Everybody remembers Reggie Miller. Everybody remembers that. No, I remember him scoring, I think it was like 9 points in like 6 seconds, and my heart dropped. See, for me at that time, I don't remember the game. I just remember that last 3 points the last 3 plays he did. My heart got ripped out of my chest. In the NBA now, there's nothing like that. It's just talking. There's nobody there that you can
Knicks fan?
No, I'm saying, like, for example, like, look at OKC. OKC, they've been doing a lot better, but nobody says that they've coming back. Look at how the Bulls were back in the day, how they were dominant. Now, all of a sudden, that you got other dominant teams, it's like no one knows what it's like to have your heart ripped out unless you are a bad team. Like I said, Reggie Miller, he did really bad for me by destroying everything Knicks.
Oh, crap. Oh, no.
I
mean, I saw my boy Mahomes up 21-10, and they lost to Cincinnati last year. So that kind of hurt.
Yeah, but Mahomes ain't that guy.
So. No, I'm just saying like basketball because everybody has LeBron James. No, because they all have LeBron James. Like, it's okay to lose. It's okay. No. I miss that. Hey, I'm gonna punch you in drop Butler. I love Butler. Butler is the man. When he was on the Timberwolves, I love how Butler's energy is, but they don't have players like that no more. Everybody's pretending like Brooks or something. I mean, it's just fake. I want to see a good old fashioned.
You think Brooks? You think Brooks is a fake tough guy?
Yes. I don't think anybody. To tell you the truth, there's very few people in the league that actually can back it up. That's what I'm saying.
I think Jokic is a tough guy.
No. I'm saying like there's no adamant behind it. Like, for example, Jordan walking in your locker room and telling you lace him up and then dropping 60 on your team. There's nobody like that and backs it up to where you can get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody hears these stories.
Luka's not coming up. Luka's not coming up. I think Luka's becoming part of that.
Luka. See, I like Luka because Luka don't really talk. He's like, okay, I see you on the court, and then he shows you.
I love Luka too, but he can play anyway too damn much. Yeah. Like whenever he goes to the rim, whenever he gets the shot, he looks right at the ref like, "Yo, like, bro, he didn't hit you. He didn't hit you." Not then. It's just I don't know. Like I love Luka, and it's just like when I heard Skip Bayless say he just be bitching. I'm like, bro, don't do that. Then
Skip Bayless really said that,
on
bro.
live TV, and then I saw the next game where Luka was playing. I'm like, all right, Luka,
I agree with the he does complain too much, but he also has that overtone where I'm gonna talk my shit and I'm gonna back it up too. But he does
like
have
LeBron
that.
James, he does it.
Yeah.
LeBron be like, oh, foul, and then he'll go down the next play, foul. Don't forget the foul next time. But like Luka's like, I'm gonna get it next time, and then bang it or do a cross, do a nice layup. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no real players that have that grit anymore. It's just like, hey, we can make money and keep it moving.
You're right.
Times change, my guy.
That's times, man. That's times, bro.
Times change.
That's a generation's coming up, man. That's a generational problem. So it is what it is. Skip Bayless, though, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that Skip Bayless scene, I thought it was fake. I did not believe that he said
like,
that.
it's just I was watching it and he was like, yeah, you're right. It's just he'd be pissing and bitching and moaning about not getting a call. And I'm like, bro, you are not about to talk about my boy Luka like that. Then I watched the game.
You talk about everybody like that.
I'm like, Luka, hey, bro, hey, Luka. Then he's just looking at like every time it's like, and he's more animated than LeBron be. You know, LeBron can be super animated. Like when he got fouled by Jayson Tatum and it didn't get called, and he just acted wilder than Pat Beverly did when they won against the Clippers.
Nah, he needed to do that. He needed to do that.
I can't believe. I'm like,
no, that was weird. That was weird.
He needed to do that one.
I don't care what anybody says.
Nah,
if you
LeBron
fans out there thought that was cool, no, that was some weird ass shit. This man was on. Listen. This man was on all fours, pounding on the ground, as if like somebody took his girl or something. Like, what are we doing?
Like,
that's
bro,
the passion for the game, though.
That's the excuse.
That's so weird. No, that's weird.
Come on,
I'm not trying to hear that. That's a passion for the game. Throw a fucking chair. Throw a fucking chair, bro. Throw a chair.
Dude, he was less animated.
Don't get down on all fours, just pounding the ground. What's wrong with you? Like,
he was less animated when J.R. Smith ran away with the ball in game one.
He like, hell nah.
Y'all see how he was with J.R. Smith when he was like, bro. He was less animated then when J.R. Smith did that in game one of the finals.
Oh yeah, facts. He gave up right there. As soon as he seen that, he gave up.
No, he did.
Like, dude,
you saw his body language, right?
No way.
100%. When you sitting down on the bench like this,
I mean, he said,
you're done.
Hey, Tyler,
you give up. You're done. You're done. You're done, Marz. He said,
as soon as he said that,
he did this. He went like this, that famous camera, and then was walking, and then just walked. When he went like this and was walking, he put the smirk on. He was just sitting there like.
Then he said, Tyler, did we have a timeout? Tyler said, yeah.
Yep. Once he heard that, he was done. He was done, bro.
God, I'm like,
but that's what
I would have been mad.
Saying, like, who does that? Like, for example, everyone says that Kobe quit on his team because he decided to pass. Kobe never quit. He's like, he got tired of hearing everyone saying he was a ball hog. So he proved the point by just passing. And then everybody's like, oh, he's a quitter. Wait, I do what you tell me to do. You say, no, I'm saying when they said Kobe was a ball hog and he wasn't passing the ball, and he passed the ball, that whole narrative, I'm saying, like, you do something in favor of your team, you still get hated on. But there's nobody there that still has that heart, that drive anymore. It's like, hey, we're just here to make money.
I mean, Kobe embraced being the villain. Like, you already got crap from Colorado. And then
being the villain is the best thing, bro. Don't let anybody tell you not. It's the best thing in the world.
Also, do you think that Memphis? Not Memphis. You think that I think the Clippers might not make the playoffs the way they're playing?
I don't have faith in the Clippers at all. I will say they would make the playoffs. They're a 5 seed right now, but that could change every now and then in a few games. But I got faith in them to make it over Utah. But Marz, hey, Utah's competing, bro. They're in the playing right now. What you guys say?
They just beat Sacramento last night.
Yeah. And the
last night was a weird day because Golden State won on the roads. We didn't deserve that loss, but it's like so the results of last night. I mean, I'm just looking beyond it. I don't really.
What about Boston? What about Boston?
It's the month of March. What are you talking about? It's the month of March.
And we only got a couple weeks left.
But yeah, if Utah make the play-in and it's ahead of the Lakers, I'll laugh because I still think they should be trash. But I don't think. I think the Lakers are gonna make it. I think Utah will be the 11th seed. I think it will be OKC, the Lakers.
Pelicans,
Who else is in the play-in right now?
Pelicans,
Minnesota
and
Golden State.
Minnesota.
And then
Golden State's in the 16.
Golden State.
Dallas?
Golden State. I don't think are gonna drop in the play-in because after they play Dallas, I think tomorrow they have a stretch of home games, so they're gonna win those, and then they'll probably be like a 6 or 5 seed. But
can y'all imagine? Can y'all imagine the Suns and the Warriors being the 4 and 5 seed and that being in the first round?
I actually see them not
if
even.
Kevin Durant loses to him, just know that the narrative is gonna pile up again. Dang, he couldn't win without him. Now he's losing head to head. You know, Dale's gonna be fighting for his life. Because I know Ticky gonna come on here and go, hey, Dave,
I want Lakers Pelicans actually. I want Lakers Pelicans. AD and
easy work.
If you're gonna do that, AD and the Pelicans versus do that.
Pelicans aren't even
like
the Pelicans have forgotten how to play basketball. It's sad.
No, they definitely did.
They don't
I
have
told
Zion
you I wasn't
anymore.
high on them, bro. It's not even about Zion. I'm not even gonna hold you.
It's their lack of initiators. I'm not gonna lie. They
Yeah,
get so
forget
many
Zion even on the
turnovers.
team.
It's ridiculous. That's a major issue for them. They need to get
versus
an
the
initiator.
Pelicans in the playoff. That'll be freaking that shit. But I really think that OKC's gonna sneak in, regardless of what y'all say. But hey, let me go. I'll hit y'all. I'll stay in the chat and I'll let y'all guys rock. All right. Thank you for having me.
Nah,
have a
thank
good
you for
one.
coming.
Marz, stay
You
up,
too,
brother.
And just know, if the Warriors win the championship this year, one, ain't no denying Steph's top 10. Like, he's already top 10 for me, but I want to hear nobody saying he's not top 10 no more. And two, Warriors fans are gonna get toxic. Curry fans
they're
are
already
more
toxic.
toxic. Maybe not Marz, but you know how Warriors fans are. Curry fans especially. Hey, we're better than Braun. 5-4. You know, that conversation is gonna pile up.
He's top 5.
No, Steph will get put top 5 if they win again and he's Finals MVP, which he would be. With no Andrew Wiggins, it looks like they'll put him top 5.
He'll be top 5.
100%.
Or he'll be better than Hakeem. A lot of people say he's better than Hakeem.
Oh, you're not gonna want to hear the Steph and Kobe conversations. Just so you know, you're not gonna want to hear them.
Oh, you're right.
You're
You're
not-
right.
you're not gonna
people, bro.
You're not gonna want to. Those conversations are going to be had.
But it's just
Definitely gonna jump off a cliff.
if they win the title this year, if they gotta beat teams that are
Marz,
healthy.
why'd you say that to me? I'm already picturing it.
That's what's
Kobe,
gonna
has
Kobe only won 2
Shaq.
as the best player in his team.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Kobe has Shaquille O'Neal right next to him, and he's better than Kevin Durant. Oh my god, bro! I'm gonna hate that.
Oh, that nasty
That's
stuff.
what's
They're gonna bring up
good thing they're not
2000
gonna
and be
win.
like,
They're
what
not
did
gonna
Kobe
win.
do?
No,
Like,
they're really not.
Let's add context. Like,
Hey,
let's not do
BMG and YSN Money, bro. I appreciate the time y'all spent, bro. But
Thank
gotta
you.
get
Yeah,
some
take it
guys
easy,
up
bro.
here. You too, bro. Be
Peace
easy,
out.
fam.
And then we're gonna have to see Clay actually doing his Kobe impression, doing his fingers with 5 rings on it now. Oh god, it's gonna be bad times.
I hate the. Hold
That's
on, wait.
top
Let me
five,
read some
baby.
super chats because I do want to talk about that. Right.
That's
Drink
top
more
5.
water. Drink more water. The initiation of offensive play with the intent of scoring a goal or the equivalent. With this definition, I'd say Jokic, Luka, Giannis, Trae, and Ja, no order, are the best playmakers in the NBA.
The initiation of offensive play.
Ja. I don't know about Ja.
Yeah, Ja Morant's kind of losing me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read the definition more so I can like understand.
You know, intent of scoring.
Nah, Ja Morant can't. Nah.
His assist numbers is up.
Yeah, he's getting like 8, I think.
Mhm.
But
Nah, not Ja. Who's better than Ja? Playmaking.
by this
Steph.
definition,
It's like LeBron. LeBron would still be above Ja.
by initiating offensive play, I'm taking James Harden.
I don't know about that.
I'm taking James Harden.
But it said with the intent of scoring. So like
Yeah.
Not scoring just from like themselves, but scoring from like other people.
okay.
I'm taking James Harden, taking LeBron, taking Damian Lillard.
Dame's good one.
I'm taking Steph.
Yeah.
Am I forgetting anyone major right now?
Kyrie.
Oh, my bad. Drink more water said replace Ja with Curry.
Oh,
There we
Jesus,
go.
dog.
There we
Oh
go.
my
bad.
God, you did all that for no reason.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
but
see
there we
that
go.
bad late. My bad. He did replace him. He replaced Ja with Curry, so that's not bad. Dub cooking, but I'm agree with Marz because his voice makes him sound smart. Marz the GOAT. I told you, Lil. I told you once I got this new mic, bro, people gonna start turning around on me, man.
I do think you were cooking by telling me to simplify my definitions.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
I'm not going to, but I do think you were cooking.
I see. This is why I say Marz, when it comes to like his objectivity, he's second to none, man. He's second to none. So just stop lying when you say that you weren't screaming that I got robbed when I went up against.
I didn't scream. I said I believe you won.
Okay, you said I got robbed, but you like playing jokes on me. It's cool. Uses with a super chat. SBC defensive peak. Draymond start bench cut defensive peak. Draymond, AD, Giannis.
In that order.
Draymond.
I think it's in that order too.
Draymond. No, I'll take Giannis before AD though.
Why?
AD at his peak was a way better defender. Well, not way better, but it's like a hair over better defender than Giannis.
No, I just think he was a better. I think.
Defender.
I don't know. I mean, they about the same as far as rim protection to me.
No,
But
I think
AD
AD is definitely a better rim protector, and then help defender.
Yeah, he was a
Giannis is
better
better,
rim-
but then when it comes to the perimeter, I think it's AD.
He was a better AD was looked at as a better rim protector because that's really was his only responsibility on defense. Giannis had more responsibility.
Giannis
Yeah.
had more
Huh?
responsibility.
He had to guard the perimeter. He had to play
Not
help
Giannis.
defense. He was roaming on the back end. He like a roamer. AD he just stayed in the paint and protect the rim.
AD could stay in the paint,
I don't
protect.
agree
At the
with
same
that.
time, he could have roamed. At the same time, he was guarding up wings and guarding up guards. Like, I think AD had
I
more
don't know.
responsibility than
I
Giannis.
think AD is closer to Draymond than Giannis is to AD. I think you could argue AD is better than Draymond than Giannis being better than AD. I think Giannis is just a step behind both of those guys defensively at their peak.
Right, and I think it's just that Giannis also has like Brook Lopez, who he can also like. Brook Lopez is their main rim protector, so he can also fall back on him. Whereas AD, I mean, who's AD really falling back on? It's only him at the rim.
I agree, but Anthony Davis defensive peak from like 2018 to like 2020.
Mhm.
Yeah, Giannis isn't better.
People sleep on the fact like Rudy Gobert and Cat can't work like that because Rudy, he's supposed to be like the AD to Cat's like DeMarcus Cousins. Rudy can't guard on the perimeter as well as AD. The main reason why that was working in 2018 on the Pelicans because how good AD was defensively and how he was so versatile. And that's why, in my opinion, like that 2018 Pelicans team could have upset a lot of people. But that's why that was able to work because of his defensive value. That's something that I don't think Giannis would be able to replicate. I don't think he would. Like you pair Giannis up with Cat, right? That defense is not going to be that good. I think it would take a hit.
Yep. All right.
I wouldn't argue. By the way, this isn't for anyone trying to say that maybe this is Giannis hate. It's not. He's still a great defender. We just put him in a conversation with defenders who are better than him. Like if I said that Hakeem was a better defender than Giannis, that's not hate. He's just not as good as those guys. That's it.
Yeah, he dropped some bombers. Like Draymond and AD is wild. Like, what we doing?
Did you hear Crunch say Draymond isn't a top 40 defender of all time?
Oh my god.
He said guys like Mark Eaton. I think who else did he say? He said
Was
Mark
that this
Eaton.
Sunday?
The last Players Ratio, yeah.
Oh my god.
He said some terrible names. I can't remember all of them, but I know he said Mark Eaton, and I was disgusted.
Is it because of the blocks?
I don't know what it was because of the blocks for Mark Eaton, but then he said Marcus Smart. So I was like, well, it can't be about blocks. So then it's about one-on-one defense. He said Iguodala was a better defender than Draymond.
It's probably the one-on-one defense
because he had the Finals MVP.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was
I think it's because of the one-on-one defense where I think people need to understand, like, you could still be a great defender without locking people up.
Manute Bol also averaged 5 blocks a game.
Yeah.
So shut up.
No, but I think you could be a great defender even without your ability to lock people down. But when people be like lockdown defender, that's when be like, no. In my opinion, a lockdown defender is a guy who's guarding up one-on-one and can do this. Draymond, though, he's a good one-on-one defender too. So I don't understand why he's not like. Why we disrespecting Draymond?
He said Serge Ibaka as well.
Serge Ibaka is not better than him. He's never been better than him at all.
Yeah, I was here. It was nonsense. It was just pure nonsense.
So Giannis isn't a lockdown, you would say?
Giannis is not a lockdown defender to me. I was talking about this on Dub's World. I said I am curious to see like how Giannis would do in the 90s, because with illegal defense, you're gonna have to play more one-on-one. I don't really look at him as like a lockdown one-on-one defender. So in an era where one-on-one is gonna be more prevalent, I want to see how he would handle that. You know, I'm just not sure how he would handle that because he makes all of his money on the help side. Rim protecting, roaming, you know.
But a Bam Adebayo would definitely be considered a lockdown.
I think, yeah. Bam, him guarding in the post on the perimeter, mainly on the perimeter. I think when he gets matched up against bigs like Joel,
right? But everybody struggles against him. So
he's too small. He's just too small. He's 6'9", bro. He's strong, but you got 285 pounds trying to bang down on you.
Right? You can't really contend with that.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people that get praised for being good defenders pretty much throughout all of basketball is kind of the people that are roamers, really. They're playing free safety almost. And they get blocks, they get steals. So they get the stats for it, you know what I mean? But they're not always the best one-on-one defenders, though.
I agree. Like even Hakeem, it's not like he was just blocking people because he was guarding them in the post and they just like took layups and he blocked them. Like it was a lot of help defense. Most blocks come from help defense. Most steals come from the passing lanes. But that's because you gotta remember the ball. There's only one ball, so only one person can guard the ball at a time. So 4 people are guarding off the ball. So by that common sense, guarding off the ball
is more
valuable than guarding on the ball because only one person can stop the ball at a time. But for some reason, when people look at defense, because people have a habit of when they watch basketball, they only watch the ball. So they only see the guy with the ball and the guy guarding him. That's all they see. They don't see everything. They don't see the early rotations that Draymond Green is making to not allow an interior pass. So they don't see that Draymond Green got around the screen on the weak side. So therefore the pin down didn't work and he broke up that play and then they had to reset. Like they don't see those things. So that's why they view people like Draymond to not have as much defensive value as a guy who like Marcus Smart. Like they don't see that, but as well.
Marcus Smart, he overrated to me.
He's not better than Drew Holiday, but he's still a very good. He's still a very good defender.
Yeah, he's a good defender. But I don't think he should have been a defensive player of the year. I don't think he's that good.
Should have
not even close. They wanted to give it to a guards because it had been a very long time since they guarded 1-1, and then Boston with the number 1 defense in the league. Right. Robert Williams was missing time. It was like if there's ever a year a guard is going to win, it's this year with Marcus Smart, so he won it.
Right.
Do you think I seen Chilltown say that he wanted Mikal Bridges to win it over Marcus Smart? Do you guys agree with that?
I don't agree. I feel like he lives off the couple games he guards Steph Curry last year in particular.
That's so OD. That's so nasty.
I don't agree with him living off the games guarding Steph Curry, but I think Marcus Smart is a better defender than Mikal Bridges.
I think Thibault, he got some consideration too, then.
Yeah, because Thibault was like the most unorthodox defensive player I've ever seen.
Thibault fell off. Not that he fell off, but his defense isn't as fell, I guess, because he doesn't have an Embiid behind him. And also we're just not talking about him as much now that he left the 76ers. But
it's because they got Cam Reddish now. Like, who cares about Matisse Thibault?
Somebody asked Luka. I got Aaron Bridges who asks, who's better, Luka or Bird in terms of skill set? Oh, Marz, I should have made that the topic. I'm gonna make that the topic of next video.
Do you want to debate Luka Doncic versus Larry Bird?
Skill set? No, not skill set. Hell no. Talking about Larry Bird and Dirk Nowitzki.
Bird.
Oh, what? Oh, because I said that Dirk is a better scorer than Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Which should be something everyone agrees on unanimously. I don't know why. Like,
got-
I genuinely don't understand how anyone can disagree with the fact that Dirk Nowitzki's a better scorer than Larry Bird.
Chilltown got smoke with you, man.
Dub, what do
I
you
don't know,
think?
Marz.
Dub, who
I
do
don't
you
know.
think is a better scorer?
Marz, you know what I'm gonna say. I agree
Dub,
with
Dub,
you. You know why I
okay.
agree with you.
I don't. And this is not to say Bird is a bad scorer, but
That's
Dirk
tough. That's a
Nowitzki.
close one, though. That's a close one.
It's not. I promise you, it's not.
Not
as close
gonna
as you
lie,
think. I promise you,
Bird-
it's not as close as you
Bird scoring gets very overrated, bro. Like people
Overrated?
think
Oh, Bird scoring. Okay.
Bird scoring gets very overrated. Like, and I love Bird. Like, he's awesome. But the
Does he
whole
clear?
the whole playing on the perimeter,
It's pretty comfortable.
the whole
It's
him
pretty
playing on the
Damn.
perimeter and everything, like that's not what he was doing like that. Like they ran a lot of pin downs for him to get onto the perimeter.
And he was in the post a lot.
Then a lot of time he'll just go back to the post.
Right.
Like he wasn't baking nobody. Like what are we talking about? He lived off the post.
They scored in very similar ways, and Dirk just did it
Right.
better than him.
Exactly.
Like he just did it. Like he shot the free better than Larry Bird did.
Yeah, I think
He got to the rim better than Larry Bird did. He was better in the post as a scorer than Larry Bird was.
yeah.
He was able to operate in the mid range better than Larry Bird was, and in his prime, it translated in the playoffs better than Larry Bird's did. Because for me, I have ranked Dirk very highly as a scorer. I have him like the top 7. That's how highly I rate how good he was of a scorer. Larry Bird is a much better player than Dirk Nowitzki ever was, but simply scoring the ball, I don't think he's close to him. But I don't think Larry Bird's in the conversation for the top 10. Like he's just not that level. Like
Can you say it's an error thing though?
I mean,
Like, kinda just 'cause-
MJ played in the 80s.
No, I don't
So
think
he was like an anomaly of those players.
I
though.
think everything Marz just said.
Bird
is
and Magic were anomalies though.
Yeah, I think Larry Bird is like as a player, it's just another level. But simply just scoring the ball, I think he wasn't as good of a finisher around the rim as he probably should have been. Maybe it's because he was less athletic. I don't know, but he wasn't a great finisher around the rim. He didn't shoot the free as much as people like to suggest he did.
No,
He didn't.
don't say finisher. He's a slasher, Marz. What are you talking about?
You know, I was reading. I saw that short. It came up on my recommended again. I was reading the comments. I was reading the comments of it again. I was like, and I'm just seeing people in the chat. Oh, how is Lowe trying to tell them when they really watch Larry Bird play? I'm like, oh. But yeah, he wasn't great. He wasn't as good around the rim as he probably should have been. Like he was still very good around the rim. But when we're talking about these type of players, you got to nitpick. Wasn't as great around the rim as he probably should have been. Didn't shoot the free as much as people suggest he did. He shot it more than a lot of people for the time, but he still didn't shoot many. The mid-range game was fantastic. The post game was fantastic. But then when I look at that in the playoffs, I think he didn't trust his jump shot as much in the playoffs against strong defenses. And I think that overall hurt his efficiency because, like I said, he wasn't great around the rim. So if he's trying to get to the rim more, he's missing more and ultimately hurting his overall scoring efficiency. Whereas Dirk Nowitzki, once he entered his prime as a scorer, which I believe to be post that MVP year, I think he added elements to his game in 08.
09 to like 12.
From like 08 to like 2011, I'd say from that time on when he added the post game, his endurance was better. He had much more counters at that time. So even though he was less athletic than previously, he was still able to get to the rim. He operated off screens. The mid-range game was damn near perfect. I think it's the best mid-range games since. So you got Kobe, KD, and Dirk. In the last 15 years, they're the best mid-range players that the NBA has had.
Chris Paul.
Yeah, I get that.
Dirk Nowitzki
Nah,
is
Dirk-
better than him.
Not gonna lie.
Chris Paul's like in the top 5, but Dirk Nowitzki's
Dirk's
there.
footwork, bro. It's fucking
Now that I
crazy.
think
His
about
footwork
Dirk,
is
yeah, Dirk
wild.
was crazy in that post spot.
Oh, Gerald's in the chat, and yes, I know. That Bird is a 3-time champion, 2-time Finals MVP.
Who's Gerald?
And he won three.
You don't know Gerald?
3-point
No, like which is his account?
Our new French adventure.
Oh,
Yeah, I wasn't-
really?
Yeah, but I know Bird's a 3-time champion, 2-time Finals. That doesn't make him a better.
Yeah, I know.
scorer.
I wasn't trying to disagree, but I'm just saying when you look at the mechanics of some of the players from back in the day, like they're like a step slower, and I know there's those anomalies like Jordan, or Magic, or just other players like that, but they just seem like,
but yeah,
they were just like a step slower. They couldn't dribble as well. They didn't have the mechanics around the rim. You know what I mean? So that's why I was just kind of just mentioning.
yeah. But
I wouldn't
I try not to do that because I understand the context of eras. I'm just looking at how well you played in your time. It's not about like because if I was doing that, then I'd end up saying stuff like Luka is better than Birds, but no,
Yeah.
he's not.
I think he just played mind games like pretty well, and
He did.
I think
that.
if you was to drop him into this era, I think that him having a strong mindset would kind of make him a little better, I guess, and able to be able to learn how to dribble better, and it would push him more. You know what I mean? But I don't know. The
Man,
air thing is kind of hard.
I heard somebody say Larry Bird in today's game would be Gordon Hayward.
Hold on, wait.
That was
Chris
dumb.
Brown. Chris Brown. I hope this is the real Chris Brown.
Yeah,
Chris, I love your music and everything. I love you, bro. You're one of my favorite artists. But listen, if you telling me you watch these playoff games from him pulling that bitch from deep, you probably watched like 1 or 2 games. He was not doing that. On
no
a
one's saying
level.
he never shot the free, but like when we're talking, people need to understand. Like using examples of something happening occasionally does not disprove the fact that I'm saying it didn't happen that much.
Right.
Like that Steph Curry's dunked the ball before. No one's gonna call him a dunker. Like what are we doing?
Right.
Like it's just common sense. You using
He dunked on
examples.
White.
Using examples of something happening rarely does not disprove anything of what I just said. But it's whatever.
It's whatever. Fire. Let me read some of these. Where is KD as a playmaker now and all time?
Mid.
All time, he's nowhere near like.
It doesn't even need to be noted where he is
in the league right now. I think top. I don't have a list, but
15.
I'd be comfortable saying top 15, top 20.
So do y'all think like ISO scoring is that considered a style of playmaking?
It depends. If it's simply 1-on-1, no.
Because that's pretty much all I look at KD as, is just a 1-on-1 ISO player. So I want to put him up there for being a playmaker at all.
If you're looking,
he's not just he's not just a 1-on-1 ISO player though. It's a lot of times where he, especially this season on the Nets, like he's generating passes off of his scoring gravity, hitting guys open. Where a lot of times where it leads to an open shot too. So it's like, and he's been doing that for the last 2 seasons now. So I think him as a playmaker. Well, my definition, he probably won't be top 15. But I think he's like around where like Drew Holiday is.
I do want to see it in the playoffs though, because the playmaking flaws were on full display last year. So
yeah, I'm going to say that was just a bad series, and he's going to bounce back.
I think he struggled facing double teams.
I feel like
he does. Well, he has historically, but maybe he's a better player now. But
maybe he's just the
Chris
god.
Paul take that pressure.
Maybe. Yeah, Chris Paul's navigation around double teams ain't been looking too good recently either. So, and neither is Devin Booker. But you can't double team all 3 of them at the same time. So.
Exactly.
Bro, Devin Booker pisses me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He's another one.
You're just a Devin Booker hater.
No, he's another one. No. He gets me mad because he's another one. It's almost like Ben Simmons. For the last 3 seasons, bro, I promise you, this man has been damn near the same. Been the same guy for the last 3 seasons, and in my head is like, you're a young guy coming up. I expect you to expand upon your game. You still struggling with double teams, bro? You still struggling?
KD's been struggling with them for 15 years.
No. KD not the same, bro. He's just not the same. Bro. You're still struggling with that. You're still getting locked up 1-on-1 by some guys. It's like, come on, Devin Booker. You got to expand upon your game, bro. I just think back. Every time when I see him get locked up, bro, I think back of when he was in open gym playing with like Jokic Noah. Yeah. Nah, bro. Why y'all keep sending double teams, bro? This not the game. We just trying to expand upon our game. You should want them to send double teams so that you can get better at it, bro.
He wasn't working on double teams that day. He was working on his ISO scoring that day.
Yo, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So that's my thing. That's my issue with Devin Booker, man. D Mitch is better than him all the way.
Yeah, I agree.
But like, isn't he just I guess he's a more hyperactive player. You know, he'll get to the basket way better. I feel like his jumpers. I feel like their jumpers are probably about the same in terms of reliability, but I guess D Mitch's rim pressure is a big factor in him being better.
Yeah, I agree.
Bro, I don't understand.
I think he's
so. Where is
probably playmaking too.
When y'all been talking about playmaking this whole time, I haven't heard nobody really mention Tyrese Haliburton. So where does he rank? Is it because he hasn't done it for a time period, or what's going on with that?
I'm comfortable saying he's probably top 10.
Right.
I would say top 10. Yeah,
in passing and really playmaking, like
he's better than KD 100%.
No, yeah, that's not even.
What about Sabonis?
Sabonis better than I don't know about that.
Better than who? Haliburton?
Nah, where does he rank? Kind of like
on playmaking?
Yeah,
Sabonis.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I don't think Sabonis is a better playmaker than KD.
I don't think so either.
Me either.
So when they
I
say
think about the top
Sabonis is
30.
like, I see Jokic, and I'm like, damn, y'all really must hate Jokic. Like, it's just
I
crazy.
think Sabonis has good. I think Sabonis has good vision, but it's like in terms of him creating plays for other guys. Like if you're just gonna look at the assist numbers, I mean,
Then
that's
yeah,
when people are gonna get mad. But if you just watch them play, you could see how KD's doing a lot more of creating for other guys than Sabonis. Sabonis is just scanning the floor, hitting the right reads, and making the right plays.
still
That's
a very
why
good
KD's a
player.
better playmaker.
Well, I kind of brought that up because when you was talking about the rebounding, I just kind of looked on the stats, whatever, and I think Sabonis is averaging like 12. I think he might be leading the league, maybe. And some of those are offensive rebounds.
I'm about to say,
So
keep
if
in
he's
mind the
getting
Kings are
assists,
fast paced.
12
if he's
rebounds
getting
is leading the
assists,
league.
I believe so.
No, I'm pretty sure Sabonis leads the league in rebounding.
Yeah.
But if he's getting assists off of offensive rebounds, would that help his playmaking case at all?
Y'all had that conversation.
Yes.
Start the conversation.
Yes.
I remember that.
Because offensive rebounds create the most open threes in the game. So realistically, it's probably creating some of the best shots in the game. So Sabonis doing that and then creating open threes for like Kevin Herter. Yes, that's playmaking.
And
It's
you gotta
more
be an
playmaking.
unselfish-
It's more playmaking than the dribble handoffs that he's.
You got to be
spams.
an unselfish player to get an offensive
Jokic
rebound.
spams those two.
Spams and some.
Be
Oh,
aware
100%.
to
That's why I
kick
don't
it
really
out,
care about
too.
Jokic's assists because like 3 of them are dribble handles. Sad. I don't care that he's averaging 10 assists. Like that doesn't mean he's a better playmaker than he was last year.
Is it 10 again? Still at 9.9.
Oh yeah, it's gone down to 9.9 now.
Mars, we're gonna-
So
he's
the
a fraud.
MVP
He's a
argument's
fraud. Yeah,
over.
he's a fraud. He's a fraud.
Mars, we're gonna get killed in the TikTok comments when I make that.
For what?
KD's a better playmaker than Sabonis.
Oh,
I already know. I can see
yeah.
it already.
People were mad at me for saying Giannis is a better passer than Sabonis, and I was like, oh, okay.
They're mad at you for saying that?
Mm-hmm.
And then here I go. I thought people love nut sucking Giannis.
Oh,
I mean, my bad. I can't say that, but
Dub, who do you think is a better shooter, Dirk or Larry Bird?
Dirk, easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I don't care that he won a fucking 3-point contest. You gotta understand, like
2 of them.
But you're ignoring the context. He won it with his jacket on. That makes him better, don't you
and,
see?
and he walked in the locker room and told them who's coming in second. So,
yeah,
I don't care.
he
When I look at like him and his mid-range shot, his ability to shoot over guys, his footwork too to get those looks open, his 3-point shooting, I just think he was just better. Like
I said Dirk's a better 3-point shooter, and then there's some guy in the chat just listing off all the bad takes I've had, and I was just reading it. I just wanted
is
to ask
Dirk's
you.
fade a better move than Kareem Skyhook?
yes. Yes.
No, it's not. But
No, boss, I don't care. He was doing it. Dirk was doing it in an era over
He was doing
guys.
it against comp. Facts.
He was doing it against 6'10"
Nah,
guys,
so doing
7
against
guys.
Wes Unseld, just not moving.
And hell no, it's not moving me. It's not moving you too.
No,
Compared
love
to a
Wes Unseld
7
is crazy.
compared to a 7'2" guy, compared to a 7
Cooking, Duncan, and Garnett.
Yeah, bro. Compared to a
Cooking.
7'2" guy,
Hey, Wes Unseld's an MVP, man.
compared to a 7'2" guy doing one-handed hook shots
Cooking
over
some
guys
of
who
the
are like
best.
6'9. Like, what are we doing?
Dirk was.
That's what
cooking
made it
some
so
of the best
good because they
defenders in
couldn't block
history.
it. That's what happened.
I don't know. I
Mars.
think Kareem overrated.
Bill Russell would have locked that up. He's lucky.
Join the club,
no.
brother. Join the club.
Let's
Join
not
the
have more.
club, brother.
Let's not have more Kareem.
Sorry.
conversations,
That was.
Nah, whoever said that question about Dirk and Kareem, that was a phenomenal question. Dirk's
Kareem Skyhook was pretty
Thank you,
well.
thank you, thank
I'm
you.
not gonna lie. Kareem Skyhook.
You
was
could,
pretty
yeah,
well.
yeah. I think Kareem. Well, yeah, you could probably spam that the whole game if he wanted to. I'm not. Dirk
Once he got older, that's basically what he was doing.
Yeah, Dirk wouldn't spam the fadeaway just out of respect for the game.
He was spamming it on Miami, man.
So how would
Jesus
that
Christ.
matchup?
I feel like he was really just taking it to Miami's inside more than shooting. He didn't shoot the ball well, and also the free throw line is just
Dirk
going
ain't really, but the reason why I favor Kareem, Dirk didn't really add that fade until like 10 years already into the league. Kareem came into the league with a skyhook,
He was
and it just
shooting
got, and it
college.
just became, it just got more refined as years went on. Dirk took time to add that, and I think once he added that, he became a much better scorer. But
The longevity of the shots is different. I can see that.
but Kareem came in just spamming hooks, and yes, it was on Wes Unseld, but
I'm about to find this. I'm about to find this for everybody, right? This is the league average height. I'm gonna share my screen.
Yo,
for
you're
everybody.
nasty. Stop. It's like
Nah, bro.
oh, we're not pushing Kareem. I'm gonna see. I'm on the panel today, and if anyone sees, they're gonna say I'm the one who's slandering Kareem.
I just want everybody to understand something in the chat, right? This is the 70s.
This
is the league average height.
Wait, what is
This-
that? I can't see that.
This is the league average height in the 70s.
6'6". Wow, that's great.
This is what Dirk was going up against. The tall,
That's like an inch or two difference.
hold
How
on.
much is that?
Centers, right? Centers. This is the 70s. 6'9" and 6'10" guys. Go to 2000s. It's going up against 6'11". 6'11" guys.
Didn't they use to measure guys in socks back then? So if you measured them in shoes, it would be the same height.
No, they wouldn't, Marz.
Why not? How? Because
It's a 1 inch difference.
Recently, players got their height.
A 1 inch average matters. That's compared to the league. That's the league, bro. This is everybody in the league.
Okay, Dub. But recently they've come out and started measuring players without shoes, and then players have lost substantial height.
Draymond's dead like 6'4".
So they were measuring players without shoes back then, and they're still like 6'9".
But Marz,
and today they're like 6'10". If you measure them in shoes, it's the same height.
You're gonna tell me like Bob McAdoo? You're gonna tell me Dave Cohen's? And
Bob McAdoo wasn't even a center, in my opinion.
He was short. Yeah,
Bob McAdoo was a power forward. Wes Unseld was undersized.
You could tell a lot of these guys in the 70s, they were small, bro. They were short. It is what it is.
Why did you not say anything about like Artis Gilmore? Artis Gilmore was like 7 foot.
That's one.
Bill Walton was like 7 foot 400,
and he only had 2 or 3 years.
That's a quarter of the decade.
Who was guarding Dirk when he lost in the first round that year?
Dirk Nowitzki going up against KG, Tim Duncan.
07.
Look at the Warriors.
About Shaq.
I do think that 2000s from 2000s, I think that was the toughest.
I don't know why my brain is telling me.
I couldn't tell you the post defender of that team.
My brain is telling me Matt Barnes, and I don't think that's right. But I haven't watched that.
Sturdy, I gave you the evidence. What are you talking about? Sturdy be capping, bro. I don't know why he be capping.
Based on who started, I'm assuming it was Andres Biedrins who was guarding Dirk. But my brain is telling me it was Matt Barnes. But they weren't really defended in one-on-one anyway. So.
Of course, this is a bunch of traps.
So who win one-on-one?
Dirk cooks that illegal.
Kareem or Dirk? Who win one-on-one?
Dirk 100% cooks.
One-on-one. I got Dirk. But if we're doing one-on-one, I'm taking most modern era players over those guys.
So look, hold on, listen. So say they go up to 10. Kareem, Dirk got to try to stop his skyhook. Kareem, they got to score all his points with the skyhook, and Dirk got to score all his points with the post fadeaway. Who win?
I think the skyhook is probably I think the skyhook is a little bit more of a reliable shot. I think so, especially over a guy against Kareem. I think Kareem's skyhook versus Dirk is better.
But then I think you got to look at the range that Dirk had on his fade versus Kareem's skyhook.
But he's not. So he gonna post fade from 16 feet out. Come on, man.
No, but he doesn't need to do that every time. But if we're looking at Kareem has to get deep in order to get that skyhook off, at least within like 12 feet.
I've seen him from the free throw. I'm bugging. You don't hit from the free throw line?
No, he has range on it, but back to the Larry Bird pulled it from deep. Like consistently, it was within about 12 feet. He had some range in it, but if we're talking about consistency, I think the fade just has a bit more range. But I would trust Kareem to make more hooks than Dirk to make fades, but the hook is just a higher percentage shot.
I don't know this love for Kareem, but hey, I got to get some new guys up here, bro. But I appreciate all y'all for joining up, bro. Y'all be easy.
Every time.
All right.
Lord.
Ace Sturdy wants to prove you wrong. Just so
he wants to prove me wrong and low, and you got Chilltown in here. Appreciate you guys for showing love, man. There's sites that has players' height and weight.
Yeah, bring Ace Sturdy up and let him cook you.
I don't want him to come up.
No, don't duck the smoke. Don't duck the smoke.
No. It's cool. I hope Acer. I watch this. I watch this, bro. I'm watching Elvin Hayes. I'm watching these boys. It's just not moving me, man. It's not moving me.
Yo, what up?
Tyrese Haliburton. He's the entire Pacer offense.
He's the initiator, but
yeah.
Like
Tyrese Haliburton.
The whole offense,
but still a very good player.
Mad Dog voice. What is Mad Dog's voice? Do you know Mad Dog's voice?
Not really. Just
I don't know.
Just an old
You talking about
white
that
guy.
Skip Bayless clone?
Bird.
A bad clone. He's like a Bizarro of Skip Bayless to Superman.
He's the guy that all I remember him. He said Steph Curry lives at the free throw line. He said Bob Cousy's better than Chris Paul.
He don't even believe that. I know he don't believe that.
And he
Bob
said
Cousy is better than
Larry
Chris
Bird is one of the 5 best 3-point shooters of all time. That's what I know. He said.
Okay, that he might believe. That
1
he
inch.
might believe.
1 inch is crazy. Pause. Dub. Pause. 1 inch. It matters. Every inch matters.
He's so crazy, bro.
Kobe Steph debates are going to piss me off if Steph wins another ring. 100%.
Hey, yo, Dub.
Dub, is there anything real quick? Is there anything Steph can do to pass Kobe in your eyes?
No. It's not. Sorry.
Hey, yo,
Let's
Dub,
go, fellas.
I also wanted to mention one thing about that 60s thing. The 60s, they used to have this dumb method of they would measure your height on a bed. And then like they would use a weird ruler to like how to like measure you. So in reality, and they would do it barefoot. So really like they would measure
And I was up
you're
here.
like 1 inch off a good amount of times. Pause. Like, you know what I mean? So like really like Larry
Why are
Bird
we
was-
pausing for
Not
1
Larry
inch?
Bird.
Like, why are we pausing?
You
for 1
started
inch?
it.
Can we
You
move off
started
the
it.
It was
subject?
the
started
super
it.
chat. It was
My
super
God.
chat.
No,
What are you
no.
talking
But
about?
before that, like, no, you can't fool me. But listen, like in the 60s, like let's say for example, Bill Russell was like 6'9" and 3/4. He's really like 6'11" because of like if we actually did like an actual way to measure height, which is standing up. For example, Wilt's like 7'1" or 7 foot and 3/4. He's really like 7'2", like because like if you were able to actually measure him like in a proper way.
Share.
It was
They were
By the way, yo.
crackheads. Share. They were crackheads.
No, the 60s,
That
bro.
low?
Chill out, low.
I didn't talk about the 60s though.
Is that low?
Oh wait, you
sir.
talking about the 70s?
Yeah.
That was like
They were
early 70s though. Hey,
crackheads,
Kareem
man.
applied. That dude really
That
was
was
like
that was in the
7'4"
80s too. They was crack.
That man Kareem was really 7'4" in shoes.
He was 7'4" in
Listen,
shoes.
we one
Look,
guy
Kurt-
here.
Kareem was ridiculous.
Come on.
But so was Bill Walton. I don't know what Bill Walton's listed as, but that guy was crazy too.
Nah, hey bro,
Bill
2K be
Walton
holding him,
played
bro. They
2
got him at like 6'10".
seasons.
Hold
He
on, wait.
played 2
I
years.
got beef with Low. I got beef with Low real quick. Low, you nasty, bro.
About what?
No, man.
Oh, Mars, hear this story, right? I go on. So it's like late night. I'm driving to like this after party, and then Low is Low is on Twitter Spaces after the Lakers lost, right?
Which lost?
Wait,
They've
which
had a lot.
game?
They've
Which
had-
game?
They've had a lot. Was it against us?
No,
Hey,
the
chill
Dallas
out,
one.
chill
Maxey
out.
Maxey
man.
Kleber.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
over here. I'm driving and everything. I'm hearing them
This
talk and
nigga
stuff.
Marz.
And then,
They
then
lost.
they talking about who's the better player, AD, James Harden, or Damian Lillard. Bro, I've never seen a room so infatuated with James Harden this year because they were putting James Harden over both.
He's been balling.
Bro,
But
I'm over
AD,
here correcting them. And I say, bro, what you guys talking about? Like, James Harden isn't doing what he was doing before. He's not creating like that. They kicked me from the voice chat, and Lowe's just letting this shit rock. Lowe's letting this lies be told on Twitter Spaces about James Harden. And in my head, I'm like, Lowe, what is wrong with you? bro?
Dub
The fact
said
that
something
James
that
Harden is
was
available makes
No.
him better than AD.
but Dub,
Dub-
Oh, we're
Dub
not doing.
Okay,
we're
hold
not
on. I
doing
need
that.
Lowe
We're
to
not
answer
doing
this.
that.
I need Lowe
No,
to
Dub
answer this.
said something unintelligent. He made his way to a more intelligent conversation, and he came across as a dumb guy in the room, and so everybody laughed at him, and he ended up getting kicked off the space.
Damn.
What did I say? What did I say? What was it?
Wait,
again?
I
you
can't
got
remember.
kicked out.
I
Yeah, he
got kicked out
he got
for
kicked
saying
out.
I got kicked out for saying Dame was a better playmaker than James Harden.
Oh,
That's
Dub,
crazy.
man.
That is
No,
crazy.
no.
You
You know what you
should.
said?
That's
You
What did I
crazy.
said
say?
that.
What did I say?
You said which?
Because I was drunk that night. I don't remember what I said.
You had to be.
You said James Harden couldn't create for himself or couldn't create any separation.
oh come on, Dub.
I did. I said not like he used to though.
No, you said not like he used to later on, but
No.
then or maybe you might have, but as soon as you said that, they were like,
They were
"This
on
guy's
it.
dumb."
Yo, you
Dumb.
feel me? That was the issue. That was.
This is why I
that was
don't
the
come
issue.
off the
That was the
porch.
issue,
This is
bro.
why I don't come
That
off
was
the
the issue.
porch.
Yo, I was so mad at Lowe. I was so mad at Lowe. I was so mad at him. But if you
Well,
watch
the
James
prob-
Harden
the
this
problem
year,
is I'll
he's
be
not
doing
creating
like
like he
three or
used to.
four different. I'll be doing like 3 or 4 different things, so I can't really check the know what's going
Yeah,
on.
and
Other people
to
I wasn't mad at you for kicking me. I was mad at you for letting them lie.
Twitter Spaces get wild.
I don't like
What did they lie about?
people. I don't like people lying to me too low. If
About
you
what?
watch
That was
James-
weird.
But Dub,
that-
but
that
Dub, we
was
don't
a
like
while
it.
ago.
But Dub, we don't like it when you lie to the public. Dub, we don't like it when you lie to the public. Hold on, Dub. Dub. Hold on, Marz. You know what he did? Hold on, Marz. You know what he did? What he won't do is scroll down the same site he pulled up just a little bit, and they'll show you the average height by position. If you look at
I went to the
no, you didn't. You went for the average height. You went for the average height for everybody on the same site. You didn't want to scroll down just a little bit, show the people that the average height,
Okay, here, watch
the
this,
average
watch
height
this.
of the position was the same.
I did do it. Watch this.
And if you want, Dub,
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Scroll down.
that's the weight.
Dub.
That's the
Dub,
weight.
Scroll down.
Oh,
That's weight,
that's the
Dub.
Tommy's now in the NBA.
Hold on, wait. There we go. Here.
It's right there.
Look. What are you talking about?
So
There's a gap.
Less than an
There's a
inch.
gap. That's like
no,
what?
Dub. No, Dub. What you won't do?
I scrolled down for everybody, and there's a gap. What are you talking about?
Wait, so you're
No,
so
Dub,
just to make sure
Dub.
you're beefing between 6'10" without shoes versus at
And
6'10" and a quarter
6'10"
with
with you.
shoes.
I'm having beef with it. Yes.
You know what Kareem's wingspan is? This shit don't matter.
Hey,
No,
follow-
and those
follow-
players were measured.
Nah,
on-
Dub, you just go. I'm not gonna lie, you just go.
gonna tell me, no.
You're welcome.
Tell me,
Yeah, you
you
just
gonna
go,
tell me you gonna tell me I'm lying and that I didn't scroll down.
Kinda
This
hard.
was the same chart. What are you talking
You're
about?
embellishing.
H30?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It was. What are you talking
No, you showed the average. Dub, you showed the average height of the entire league. That show you the average height per position.
And you missed the part. And you missed the part. You could just rewind the tape, H30.
It still don't mean nothing,
You're just
Dub.
wrong. No, he's
Dub,
just
Dub,
wrong.
you're getting cooked,
He's
my
just
guy. You're
no,
getting
no,
cooked.
no. He's just don't do this.
Throwing the towel?
He's
I ain't
just
gonna lie, you might have to
wrong.
throw in the towel.
I
Also,
showed it.
Kirk is
I
Getting cooked
showed
on
it.
your own show is crazy.
Go back.
There's legendary, Marz.
Hey, H30. It seems
Make sure you clip this up, Dub. Make sure you clip this up.
seems
He not.
I'm gonna clip up H30. I'm gonna clip up me showing the position, you coming bitching about it, and then you just being wrong again.
Oh wow.
Did I touch a nerve? Did I touch a nerve? I'm sorry, Dub.
It's Marz and low. It's Marz and low.
What
That
did I
makes it
do?
worse. Yeah.
All you gotta do is just Dub, just stick to the crackhead, man. They were crackhead.
Dub, I also got some beef with you saying about you know who. You said KD's handles are better than LeBron.
You know who is crazy, like he's Lord Voldemort. Like
He is Lord Voldemort.
Spencer, like he's a villain. Like
He is.
But y'all scared to say the man's name or something?
I'm
He
not
just
gonna. I'm
hates
be
it
honest
with
with you,
no
Dub.
passion.
That was a crazy take.
What was? Which one?
KD does not have better handles than LeBron.
I never.
yeah, he can't go left.
I never even said that.
You did.
I said that like a long time. I
Who
said
said
that a long
LeBron
time
had better
ago.
handles than KD?
Yo, Dub, real quick.
KD can't go left.
Yo, one love. I gotta get back to work, yo. But like, everybody, check, get them likes up, yo. We've been almost an hour and a half in the show. We ain't got enough likes. Get them likes up.
Hey, it's 30.
One
If you
love,
want
yo.
to get proven wrong again, yo, let me know, bro. I'll expose you to.
Yeah, you got
I'm proving wrong again.
You just got proven wrong. What are you talking about? You just lied on my name.
Low. I'm coming for that Wilt smoke next time.
Why?
Okay,
Because he's crackheads? I mean,
No. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Segregation ball. All right, cool. Go say it.
Segregation.
Also,
Jim Crow basketball is crazy. Jim Crow basketball is crazy.
Mars,
Context
where
was the
will
one.
Embiid's
Context was the
scoring
one that
peak
said
rank all
LeBron got
time,
better handles than
eventually?
KD.
It depends on the player of translation.
He does. LeBron got better handle than KD. That's a fact.
It's a fact, easily.
Are you talking about handles or like just like ball control?
No, he's everything. He has
For me,
better handles than
for
KD.
me, they go together. But I trust LeBron with the ball more than KD.
Yo, fellas, am I lagging? Let me know if I'm lagging.
I don't know if that's
You're good
handles
right now,
though,
you're good
because Kyrie got more handles, but I still trust LeBron with the ball more than Kyrie.
No. But here's the thing.
But that's because of decision making, right?
This is
That's because of decision making.
Okay.
This is the biggest thing that people get misconstrued about handles. It's just I related to Saga for a bit, right? There's a difference between being isolated one-on-one and having dribble moves to get your shot off or a pass off and manipulating the ball through traffic to get to a spot on the field and then passing the ball. KD's more of the former. He has his double crossover, hezzy crossover to get a shot off. But if he has to manipulate the ball around the court or dribble the ball around the court or dribble the ball in traffic or manipulating the ball outside of that scenario, he looks very poor. This is my opinion.
Are you saying as if if somebody puts pressure on him, that he loses control?
No, driving to the
Yes, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
All right,
Yes,
man.
well,
I mean, did we not see that last year?
I'm talking about general ball handling, like driving to the hole, going from one spot of the floor to another with the ball, with pressure or without pressure. KD to me only looks elite with the ball in his hands when he's trying to get a shot off.
I just think KD's handles more aesthetically pleasing.
I'm looking at these heights for these 70s players, bro. I don't know what.
Oh my! You got cooked. Dub, just move on.
Give it up, bro.
Yeah, Clifford Ray,
but
bro.
just to
Who was 6'9".
counter your point.
Mm-hmm.
Just to counter your point with the aesthetically pleasing, I think it's due to the fact that he did make a point where saying that KD does this year I've seen more playmaking where he's setting up guys and even looking for the second read and the third read.
He kind of glitching
Golden State.
Yeah, you lagging right now. Context.
Because let me.
It's the worst I've ever seen it too.
Let me ask you a question. Who's better at getting to their spots, KD or LeBron?
LeBron.
No,
LeBron's spot is the paint. So I mean,
yeah, like getting to their spots where they hit.
I mean, LeBron's only spot is the rim. Like, I mean,
that's not true.
Like,
you can't stop LeBron from getting to a spot.
No, it's only spot, but
you can't stop LeBron. You can't
it is
stop
something I
KD.
noticed.
Yes, you can.
No, you.
But what I'm saying is like LeBron's not like
KD consistently got pushed off his spot.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's something I noticed, and I think it's from his not ACL, his Achilles tear. He doesn't really drive as fast or as like
he don't got the burst
as consistent as he did in the past. Like he lives in the mid range and he's deadly, but like I don't see the aggression going toward the paint like before.
But
I don't know if it's
he can shoot over almost any defender. Like, who's gonna stop him from getting to a spot?
That has to do with
that's not his handle though.
It's his height.
He's not.
Well,
He's not.
I'm just
He's,
saying,
that's
like,
not him. That's not him getting to his spot. That's just him being somewhere and being able to shoot over something.
No, and also a lot of times in the regular season, you can be able to get away with it. Not saying KD is fake. I'm not saying KD is fake. Like when it comes to his production, but more times than not, you're not going to see like the harshest coverages until come playoff time against better personnel or against better schemes.
Yes,
what about
similar to what we just saw when he was in the playoffs the last time.
Yeah, and like if you want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say you went against the best playoff defense, go ahead. But even then, like it was pretty glaring, like what they were doing to him.
He was averaging like 6 turnovers a game, bro. Like I don't know what to tell you. Every time we've seen KD without an MVP level point guard, that's what it's looked like in the playoffs. Same shit happened in Memphis. Same shit happened when he didn't have Kyrie. Same shit when he didn't have Harden. The only reason they traded for Harden is because they need an elite playmaker to complement the two scores of Kyrie and KD. Because if KD was the playmaker and ball handler you said he was, why would you trade your depth that you had in Brooklyn to get Harden?
Yeah, it's understandable, and I think that's why, like, you make a good point. I just think that's just a weakness in his game, but it's smart of him to want to play with guys like Draymond, Steph Curry, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, to alleviate that from him, and he can just do what he does best, and that's get bookings.
It's not a coincidence he's played with literally. If we name the top 5 point guards of the last 10 years, he's played with all of them.
Dame,
except for Dame.
Probably except Dame. Yeah,
I want everybody.
And Chris Paul's washed up.
I want everybody.
I'm about to say Chris Paul is not.
I mean, he's washed up, but he's still a quality playmaker.
I want everybody to understand something, right?
Oh no! Oh my god!
I showed it.
I over it.
This is about
When Dub gets cooked, he doesn't let it go. That's the issue. When Dub gets cooked, he doesn't let it go.
I'm fine. Listen, Marz. I'm fine with getting cooked.
Arguing with Dub in real
but when
life,
I'm getting cooked off of lies, that's when I draw the line. He literally lied on my name, and y'all running with it because of y'all personal biases of seeing me lose.
Oh, you're getting gassed, right?
He thinks he's
crazy.
Him, bro. Oh my god!
I must be him if y'all wanted me to feel so badly. I must be. Go ahead though. You go.
Hey, wait. Yo, Marz, isn't Luka a better playmaker than Stockton?
Oh boy.
Oh yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Don't you think Luka's a volume player though? Because I'm beginning to see the light with Luka. I'm not gonna lie.
What's volume playing?
Yeah. Oh no, he's for sure a volume guy.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
what does
like a
volume
lot.
mean?
I'm talking about in terms of production, like it's passing. Like I know you don't equate assist number totals to passing ability, but in terms of his production when it comes to assists, I just feel like, bro, Luka is on pace to have the highest usage rate in NBA history. It's ridiculous, bro. On average,
I mean,
I don't
that
know.
has nothing to
So
do
are
with
we
this.
really saying that Luka's playmaking is better than John Stockton's?
Like at
Yeah.
their best?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Luka. This version of Luka is better at playmaking than any version of John Stockton you can come up with.
Facts clears
Yeah.
them.
Longevity, John Stockton has it, but like I said previous shows, when I'm talking about better, I'm simply talking about your peak. So
Right,
this
but
version
he's
of
more-
Luka
he's
is
more
better at
consistent.
playmaking
Oh, okay,
than
okay.
any
With that
version
question,
of John Stockton.
so Embiid's a better scorer than KD peak wise.
The playoff translation is not showing itself to me yet. But
Hey,
like
bro,
I
hey,
was
bro.
saying, if Embiid translates to the playoffs consistently for a stretch of years, there's a conversation to be had about.
He's
Embiid
higher than a
scoring
lot of
and
guys,
everything.
not just him, because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and if Embiid translates to the playoffs consistently for a few years, there's a legitimate conversation to be had about his ranking and as an
I
all-time
do want to
scorer.
mention Embiid's regular season scoring
It's
starting to
crazy.
get underrated. Like people don't
Mhm.
realize that this dude is
He's
a
doing
bucket.
unprecedented things.
Yeah.
He's doing unprecedented
It's
things.
going up.
Sharon,
Like,
you're just trying
the
to
past
stand
3
out
seasons
right now.
now.
No, I'm not. I'm just mentioning, bro. You don't even got your camera on. I'm not even talking.
Yeah,
about
Lo,
it.
what's going on? What you doing out over there?
I got asked about John Stockton. And
Sure.
people are
Well,
mad at
hold
me
on.
for
I
talking
got
about
you,
John
Lo. I got yo. Let him rock, bro. He don't want the camera on. Let him rock. Like he
I
want
got
to
Why
do.
you even called me out and not even have your
He
camera?
probably got no shirt on. You feel me? He just
Relax,
trying to chill.
Dub.
Man,
Oh,
just
then
woke
keep the
up.
camera off.
Just let him rock, man. He in bed right now, probably having brunch in bed or something like that.
That's actually literally what I'm doing too.
What you eating, Lo?
That's so nasty, bro.
That's crazy.
Yo, what I'm about to say, yeah, John, I'm starting to see the light that John Stockton might not even be a top 15 playmaker, man.
Oh,
Oh
we
my!
go.
Why do you hate this man?
Yeah.
so
Okay,
much?
okay. Chill out, bro.
I don't know why y'all saying
Wait,
chill
bro,
out.
who you got over?
Hey,
Who you got over?
Yeah, let's see the names. Let's see the names.
You got the toe. Ugh.
He over here.
If I start
he
hearing
switching.
names like Kevin, if I start hearing
He
names like
switching.
Kevin
He
Johnson,
twitching his toes around right now.
Hey, nah, hey,
Y'all
the chat
gotta
is going. The chat is going crazy.
all I'm saying is, man, the more and more I watch like Mark Price and Kevin Johnson,
I knew you
and
was going to say Kevin Johnson. I knew it. Oh my God.
all these other players, man, they might be better playmakers than that man Stockton, man.
Hey, Lo.
So you think? Wait, hold on. Let me ask Lo this. So you think that Kevin Johnson was better than John Stockton?
Playmaking.
Why not?
Was he just a better player during the early 90s?
Because he was a better scorer,
I
and
think
if he's a
I think
better
I think
playmaker.
Stockton was still a better defender than him. Better shooter Stockton. I think better passer Stockton as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But playmaking
you
is
think
like what
like,
John Stockton does.
That's like his bread and
Playmaking.
butter. Passing is what John Stockton does. Passing.
So you're saying like playmaking has a lot to do with your scoring gravity?
For me, yes.
Isn't
But
playmaking passing kind of?
John Stockton doesn't create as well as Luka Doncic. There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
He doesn't create nowhere near close as these players.
I've been letting it rock the whole time,
Wait.
boys. I'm
Hey,
chilling.
Lo, let me ask you this.
I agree with that.
Who do you think is a better playmaker, Stockton or the Gambler?
Who?
Gambler.
Oh, the Gambler.
Jordan.
Probably.
I think that's easy.
Wait.
Stockton or Trae Young. Stockton or Trae Young.
Trae Young. Hey.
Stockton. Why
take
are people so disrespectful to Stockton? He got the.
I would say
Trae Young is
We're
real
not being
disrespectful.
disrespectful. Go watch the game. Stop being a
I'm
bot.
asking a question.
I watched Trae Young enough.
If we saying like a passer,
No,
you
a
could be Stockton, but-
creator, a playmaker.
yeah, a playmaker. Then I think like being a playmaker.
Trae
has
Young
a lot
by
to
a
do with it.
mile. Stop.
Yeah.
By a
being timid.
mile?
Say it.
Stop saying it again.
I mean,
Lo.
you
Sorry,
got
say it
to.
again, Lo.
I think you got to be a threat to score to be like a.
John Stockton made it
Okay.
look so easy. That's why he's hating on him.
No, I'm just not a bot.
Who's
LeBron
He's so Illuminati, bro. Get out of here, bro.
LeBron's for sure in the top 5. Is Shaq a better playmaker than John Stockton?
No.
This is where we're getting kind of.
Dude, stop.
Well, he has a lot of gravity.
That's how I'm
I think
Hey,
you also have to be
but-
like a.
It's
good,
not.
like,
He didn't
good pass.
capitalize on that gravity enough for me to say.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gotcha.
But
I had to see how
Did
far
his
we
team
were
did,
going.
but
I had to see how
did
far
his
we were
team capitalize? He
How about
may have
Kareem?
not.
How about
Let's see
Kareem?
who else we can.
but
Kareem
but
right
Mars,
now.
I haven't watched enough of
hold on,
Kareem.
hold on. Mars, didn't you say that offensive rebounds goes a lot towards your playmaking?
Yeah, if you're passing out of the offensive rebound, shot getting putbacks isn't playmaking.
Touche.
See,
He gets the
listening
ball
is
and
key.
stuff back on his
He thought he had you there. He thought he had you.
So where do you have Harden all time in playmaking?
Oh
he's
man,
up
way
there.
higher than
Oh, he's
Stockton.
up there.
Well, and I have mine in Stockton too.
Harden's top 10, top 15.
I think he's higher. I think he's
I
higher.
think-
I don't know if I could get him in the. I don't know if I could get him in the top like 7.
He's not in the
but
top
Do you?
five.
Do you
Wait,
consider
second?
Oscar
Nah,
Robertson?
hey, he's got a good shot. Like who are you guys over?
I don't
In
see.
the top
I'd-
5 share?
Can I answer this for you?
Oh,
Hey,
I want to see
bro.
if I can answer correctly.
James was like that.
I think
James was
Mars
like
would
that.
have. I think Mars would have LeBron.
Mhm.
We have Steve Nash.
Mhm.
You're talking about peak, right?
Yes.
So I think we'll have Jokic too.
Oh.
Chris Paul.
Man, say
four.
Magic.
Magic Johnson too.
Five.
That's 5.
Yes.
So 2 more.
James Harden got to be in that top 5.
Oh,
to
I'm
me.
thinking who am
James Harden is a crazy playmaking piece.
I gotta have James
I'm
Harden
stuck.
because when I look at Harden, like,
Hey, it's almost like the next guy should be James Harden.
Mars,
Like,
I'm stuck. Mars, I'm stuck there. Who's the last? Is Luka over James?
wait, why you?
I think I've said on the show. I think I said Steph. I had Steph Curry over.
Okay, Steph. I forgot about Steph. Wait, there's one more. 7. Who's
Oh, no, I
Westbrook?
think you could argue James top 7, but top 5, I don't think he's top 5.
I mean, I'd have Oscar Robertson over James Harden too.
Wait, hold on.
I would.
I can debunk all that right now.
Oh,
60s don't count.
Damn, I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
He's right.
Off ball gravity. Tell him to actually pass on ball. Done. And then
oh my gosh.
And then who was another guy?
I'm cooked.
Who was another guy? Like,
I said Jokic.
Hey, yo, tell him not to turn the ball over at a historic rate.
Hey, Jokic, tell him to play make better in the playoffs. Done. All right, there. Top 5.
Okay, Stockton or Jason Kidd playmaking.
Jason
Kidd.
I don't like how quickly you guys said that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I actually don't. Yeah, I know.
I don't
know why y'all. I don't know why y'all.
I don't know.
I don't like.
Mars, and I like J Kidd. I might go.
No, I'm not mad at Jason Kidd. Like, if someone said Jason Kidd better than Stockton, I'm not arguing. I just don't like how quickly that was said, as if it was just.
I'm telling you.
Yes, Jason Kidd is one of the.
I
He's
swear
one of
to
the
God.
only players that literally can affect the game and be the best player on the game without scoring a basket.
Yeah,
That's
because
how
he's like
good playmaking was.
because he's like probably the best guard defender ever.
Man, stop.
I say that
again,
again.
man.
No, because you said Gary Payton. It's like, come on, Mars.
If Jason Kidd's the best point guard defender ever, that would mean
he might just be the best guard defender.
No, that's the point. When
You guys
say,
asked me about Gary Payton. I never explicitly said, "Oh, Jason Kidd's better defensively than
respect
Gary Payton."
off-ball Kid.
I said I think Jason Kidd is the best point guard defender ever, and then you and Euro was like Gary Payton, and then I was like, "Yeah."
I mean, Gary Payton's a point guard. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
bro?
so it's not like I went out my way to just trash Gary Payton.
I know, but
asked
you didn't even adjust it. You was arguing.
No, because I think he's a better defender than Gary Payton.
That's the point. That's why people go and look at
What's
you.
so crazy about that?
If
Doug?
you say
Not a
top
crazy
2,
thing to
if you
say.
say top 2, top 3, sure, but it's like GP.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but what's wrong with Kidd at the
Once again,
middle?
when I was reading the comments of that clip, all I saw was defensive player of the year. Mars
Oh, I
didn't
hate
watch them.
arguments
He
like
doesn't
that.
know what he's talking about. That's all I saw. There was not many
Kidd.
arguments as to why people think Gary Payton was better. But I just favor Jason Kidd. I think Gary Payton's like number 2.
No, the thing is, you said I don't know why people got on me for saying that, and I said the reason for that is because of GP.
Yeah, but then they don't provide any substantial reasons as to why it's wrong. They just say I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't like that either, but I don't agree. I'm not
Like
doing
outside
the
of
debate
on ball
yet.
pressure, what do you really got for?
No. Wait, actually,
backing
you
on
know what,
little
Dub?
kid?
You tell us why GP's better.
Oh, it's easy.
I better not hear defensive player of the year.
No, it's not defensive player. Yeah, I just think that him guarding on ball is that much better. Mars, and one of the points he used for Jason Kidd is what he could do off ball, which I do think that he's a really good off ball defender. But I think Gary Payton in that role can do the same thing, because in my head that's more of the team. That's the team concept of how they're running.
Who had better hands in your opinion, Jason Kidd or Gary Payton?
Hands?
Please.
And if I hear you say that he's called the glove, I'm going to.
No. I think no.
Like
Active hands, like getting in passing lanes and stuff. Jason Kidd. But
Jason Kidd was a monster.
I think GP is ripping people better than Jason Kidd though.
Well, why do you what about the on ball that you favor more?
I just think Gary Payton just guards better on ball.
Like, what about it though?
I just think him being stronger, going up against.
He's
stronger than Jason Kidd.
Hey, JK was a tank, bro. JK was a tank.
I don't know about that one.
I just think.
And see, this is where Dub got kicked out the space right then and there. That's
why I get kicked out. That's why I get kicked out. I think GP. I just think GP is just a better on-ball defender. Like
so what if
based off what I seen, I think his ability to guard up on his matchups. I think he just does it better. I think he's better.
I think he's better with ball pressure.
What value?
See, y'all want me to say all this fucking. See, this is the thing. Like, y'all want me to get all technical and shit. I'm not. No,
I'm trying to learn, Dub.
I'm not trying to get all fucking.
That's why we came here, Dub.
I'm a young and
He's better on ball. He a better defender.
In my head, when I'm looking, like, if I'm looking at defender, I'm like, all right, he guards better on ball. You want me to get like all technical and shit? I don't feel like.
What if I'm like your biggest fan?
I want to know foot placement.
Like, you want me to say the way he contorts, the way he contorts his body and leans his body stand. Like, what are we like? Come on.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I'm gonna keep it a bean with everybody, and nobody's gonna like me for saying this. This is the reason why I have my camera off. Jrue Holiday is a better defender than Gary Payton.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. Like, hey, it's not wrong because if you look at Jrue Holiday, especially, I think because he got a lot more versatility as a defender than Gary.
And if you start looking at matchup difficulty as well, I mean,
it's way more difficult to match up.
I'm not saying I agree, but I don't think that's crazy.
Drew be switching on the bigs, bro. Remember when he locked him on that one play?
Crazy at all.
There's way more screens to fight over now than there were back then. Players are way more offensive leaning. There are way more rules to be less aggressive than it was back then.
So low. You want to know something? I actually
Gary Payton looked.
I'm not mad at that thing because the way people try to
they gonna throw that in your face every time.
The way people try to crucify the defenders of today. The way I look at it, I think these defenders are extremely skilled in trying to guard up on these guys because in the era in which they play in, they give them no breaks. They don't give them any chances to guard up. So a guy like Jrue Holiday being like, if someone were to tell me he's like the best perimeter defender, I'm not gonna look at you crazy. I'm really not.
So if I said Jrue Holiday was, if I said Jrue Holiday was the best,
I'm agreeing. Low. I'm agreeing with you, Low.
Okay, so
Jrue Holiday is nowhere even.
Dub, if I said Jrue Holiday was the best point guard defender of all time, you wouldn't be as mad at me. But
I wouldn't be as mad as you as Jason Kidd. I wouldn't.
Say it though, Dub. If you agree, say it.
I said I agree with you already.
No, say the whole thing. Say it.
Yo, what's wrong with you? Like, you went bad trying to make me say things. Like, come on,
hey,
like,
yo, pause. Hey, yo.
Yeah, you need to pause. Watch yourself, man.
No, I want this to get clipped so we can put it on TikTok.
No, you said it already. I'm putting it on TikTok, and then I'll say that
let me get up. Let me get up and I gotta put my camera on. Then I'll say
camera on, huh?
Put a shirt on, please.
Also, yo, don't let Crunch up here again, bro. He be just hating.
Oh no, I ain't like, bro. Crunch a clown.
Crunch is funny though, but
you guys
that man
Crunch
really
trying
to.
Damn, they getting that Crunch.
People don't know ball.
How does Crunch not know ball?
What do you mean?
What you mean?
What do you mean?
I'm just shocked.
I'm not gonna do this with you, Marz. I'm not gonna do this with you, Marz.
You guys love to hate.
Y'all even compare Jrue Holiday.
Like, I'm not taking.
You got to think about the eras, right? In the era in which they're having guarding up now. Like, in my opinion, I think Kawhi Leonard's a better on-ball defender than Scottie Pippen.
I agree
because of the era.
What? On ball, I don't think that's crazy. On ball,
if you allow
off ball.
That's why I said on ball. That's why I said on ball. Yes.
Scottie Pippen is a better defender because of the off ball and because of everything else. But on ball.
So a point that not a lot of people bring up for like LeBron, people be like, oh yeah, LeBron don't have the defense of like all these other guys, like MJ, for instance. If you allow LeBron to hand check and put his body on the people, that makes their defense better.
I mean, players kind of do it now. Like Like
not
you
to
do
that
good amount of
extent,
handshakes?
Dozier.
Yeah.
Not to that.
That's
extent.
the issue. That's the issue I have when people talk about it. They act like defense is non-existent today, and that's why offense thrives.
Yeah, I just think.
But then if you just ask them,
offensive players are
well,
so
that would
great.
mean the offense was worse back then, but you praise these defenders.
Hey,
but
go
offense was just
go
worse.
tell people to watch off
contradicting.
film of shooters, bro. It's literally like a wide receiver cornerback battle. Like
That's
people are
hard.
like
It's hard to
like
defend.
throwing arms at each other. Like there's a lot.
I get the Scottie
Not
Pippen
fair.
thing, but
No,
you
it's not.
comparing. That's
Stop
Oh,
being a
shut up,
bot.
bro.
Also,
Shut
I made
up,
I made
bro.
a super chat saying that LeBron was the greatest transition defender of all time, and all Crunch had to say was, "Oh, because he had a few chase down blocks." I'm like, no, LeBron's one of the few players I've seen that I don't know what's scarier, him with the ball on transition or him behind you when you have the ball on transition. The man
With the
staves
ball.
off
Yeah,
1 and 2-on-1 fast breaks like I've seen no one else do in recent NBA history.
That's
Y'all
so
can.
gas. That's so gas. I'm not gonna lie.
It's nasty.
It's because of the chase downs.
It's because of the chase downs.
Okay, so give me
I
five
got a
better
defender.
defenders. Give me 5 better transition defenders.
Scotty's clearing him in
I
transition.
got a question for y'all though, especially specifically you, Dub. What do you think is more valuable, on ball defense or off ball?
On ball. I will always think is more valuable, mainly because I think off ball is mainly it's mainly like a defender. Number one, understanding the team concept of what's going on, and then two, just you being like on your toes, you being ready for that. Like it's more of a mental lapse. Like if you and like Klay Thompson, Marz used a example for Klay Thompson. Sometimes he sleeps on the ball, allows the cutter. That's more of a mental lapse rather than his defense, in my opinion. So on ball to me is always going to be more valuable.
But you don't think mental has to do with defense though?
It does.
Mental has to do with everything. I mean,
yeah. I'm just saying, like when I'm looking at on ball or off ball, I'm always going to take the guy where I know that he can lock up and guard up. Because if I don't need him to do that, I think I could trust him going off ball.
Oh yeah, true.
See me, I disagree because like what value do you bring if you're not if let's say the ball is on this side of the court and you on this side, like what value are you bringing?
Well, Drew Holiday showed that, right? He showed that where they had to have Devin Booker right on the corner, which took him out the game, which was a crucial part of that, right?
Yeah.
Him being that on, he had nothing to do with what they were doing on the other side because CP3 and Giannis was there.
No,
but he literally took a guy out of the game because of that. That's crucial.
Well, the Bucks are good defensively.
But what I'm saying, like if you have multiple threats and you have no good good off ball defenders, then like
well, I mean, you need both.
The perfect example.
You need
this
off
year's
ball and
Clippers.
on ball.
Yeah, but I feel like, especially given the fact that it's 5 players on the court. So let's just say Drew Holiday is taking Devin Booker or he's taking Chris Paul out the game. And it's hypothetical, I guess. He isn't surrounded by Brook Lopez, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, other quality defenders. What value?
But that's the thing, like because off ball is not just one person, it's rotations and everything that comes into it. So
yeah,
in my terms of
off
ball,
it's multiple.
In my head, off ball is more of a team dynamic than just on ball. So in my head, let's say if I got a guy who like a Giannis, right? Giannis and his off ball is amazing, it's extraordinary, but he does benefit from, I have Drew out there who could guard up. I have some guys out there who could guard up. I have Brook right there, right by my side to make. So we're feeding off of each other. We're feeding off of each other so that the defense is playing at a high level.
Yeah, but
while on ball is more of a one-on-one thing. And
but I also look at it like the Bucks. The Bucks, they had a number one defense when Eric Bledsoe was the point of attack defender. He was solid. He's no Drew Holiday, but he still funneled everybody to Brook Lopez and Giannis, and they still anchored the defense. So when Drew Holiday came,
and also
I'm not saying that's not important though. What are we talking about?
I'm just trying to say the off ball is more valuable.
You asked me the question like which would I rather have? Like what do I think is more important, on ball and off ball? In my head, if I'm asking a player, what do I want from a player for him to be an more on ball or more off ball? I want the player to be more on ball.
You want to be more off ball. That's the intelligent answer.
Iverson was a trash off ball defender as well as on ball defender.
Don't you also think that Drew Holiday benefits a lot? Like he's allowed to play this chaotic of like a defender where like
who he has behind him.
Exactly, he has.
That's why it's more important.
Because I saw
think
Drew
about
Holiday.
Ben Simmons in 2021.
I saw Drew Holiday when he had Derek.
But the question is not about the question is not about the team dynamic. It's just about the individual player. I would want my individual player to be that guy that way.
Nah, you wouldn't.
I would.
Yo, put the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat.
So
Yeah,
who do you think?
If you look at every, like, you talking about all these great defenders of all time, you talk about like Kawhi, you talk about Mike. They still had guys behind them that allowed them to be that aggressive and pressure these ball handlers and make them struggle. Because like if you don't have that off ball help, life is harder for you.
I think so too, but I also think that if you don't have that on ball help, life is harder for you too.
But I still think you can still, like, if you look at Rudy Gobert, he anchored the top 5 defense with.
And then what happened in the
Cones on his team?
No,
Here's a good way.
Iverson was trash off the ball defensively.
Their problem was offensively, and I think in order to succeed. You need both in the playoffs because you look at every.
So if we know that they need both, I don't understand why we're having.
I'm just talking about which is more valuable. Because if you have, because I can say you have the best rim protector in the league can anchor a top 5 defense without great perimeter help, but the best perimeter defender cannot anchor a top 5 defense without that off ball help. That's what I'm saying.
I'm taking the guy.
You can have the best perimeter defender, and you can be a top. You can be a bottom 5 defense. You can have a best rim protector. You can be a top 5 defense.
I'm taking the guy. Oh, let me ask you the question, bro. I'm always gonna take the guy who's a better on-ball defender.
Yeah,
That's silly. I'm
just always.
That's silly.
I don't know.
How? Because if you're taking out the best player in the if you're taking out the best player in the game,
do you know what a bot is?
Wait, let me answer that. Let me answer the other in here, bro. First of all, you're not going to take out the best player in the game. They're going to switch you on to somebody else, or you're going to be defending somebody else. If you are Chris Paul, you're not going to take Kevin Durant or LeBron James out the game. Stop being a bot.
Who said?
Hey, yo, Dub, could I ask you a question? Like, just to throw the
man.
example, I just want to see it. So, let's say, for example, 1996. Would you take Gary Payton for the depoy or David Robertson?
I mean, depoy is just. I mean, I would have to check what happened in that season, but
hey, no. But this is like the perfect way to see your example.
He don't know. He Dub don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't.
Low is so dismissive.
Dub don't know.
Dub, here's my thing, right? When
NBA, like, I wouldn't, but sure, like I wouldn't care. Like I wouldn't care who won the DPOY.
Okay. Who's a better defender, just in your eyes?
Who's a better defender? Who's more valuable as a defender?
Who's a better defender?
Yeah, like if we're gonna like go off this example, who would you go with?
But that's the thing. When I look at bigs and guards, I think it's extremely difficult to rank them. I think it's extremely difficult to rank them together because, especially defense, because they both do 2 different things that are important to the team. But it's kind of difficult for me
like off ball and on ball defense.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult for me to sit here and say which one's better. Like when I rank my defenders for like bigs and guards, I separate them.
Who do you think is a better defensive guard?
That's what I do. Like, you know how hard it is
to run the question. I can't.
It's not tiptoeing. That's my actual. I do that, and I told Lo this before. I separate the 2 because they both affect the games in 2 different ways, and it's kind of hard for me to sit here and pick.
I mean,
who's better.
They do, but at the same time, it's I don't know if you having that elite rim protector and the defensive anchor. That I don't know. Like, to me,
what good is that? What good is that if your guys are getting scored on?
Dub, here.
I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
You cannot be a great defender, but you can still anchor him to your big.
What good is that?
He cleans up the paint. If you look at a perfect example, look at the Utah Jazz the past few seasons. They have no noticeable perimeter defenders besides Royce O'Neal, and they still were a top 5 defense. Like for years.
Then what happened?
And even Royce O'Neal.
No, in the playoffs, I think that problem was offensively. I don't think it was defensive.
It was part of it was defense. But that argument that you're making, Dub, is applicable to an on-ball defender. If my best on-ball defender is a guard, and the matchup that I'm going up against is a power forward or a center or a 7-foot Kevin Durant, that guard is not going to have that much impact in that series. Correct?
Probably not.
Okay, then. So you chatting, but man, come
how
on.
we? What you? No.
It's like this, right?
No. Hold on.
This dude is so nasty, bro.
He's a nasty dude.
Come on.
The whole question that's asking me, number one, especially in today's day, I think you having the freedom to guard up on the perimeter, that opens up your game. That makes you a better team. There was a question asking me before. What would you rather have? A team that could guard on the perimeter or a team that can just rim protect? I think a team that can guard on the perimeter, mainly because that makes it hard for guys. You could switch 1 through 5 and you could sit. That's why Miami's defense is so good. Because of our ability.
You have Bam Adebayo.
Because we can switch 1 through 5. We can guard up on the perimeter. That's why our defense is so high. And that's why our defense doesn't get exploited like Rudy Gobert's defense. I think Bam and Rudy is actually a perfect example.
Yeah, but you also have Jimmy. You also have Jimmy Butler on the perimeter.
Bam's a really good offensive defender.
Below. Listen, a team that's able to guard on the perimeter is more valuable than a team that's just only able to guard on rim protecting.
But you are arguing. Bam is also a great rim protector as well, though. That's the point you're missing. You have someone who's versatile enough to do both,
and he shades off ball very well. Like he's an amazing.
If you're talking about a team with just wings.
But like we said before,
exactly.
like we said before, you need both perimeter guys and you need rim protectors.
Oh no, I agree with that. You know,
I'm saying a team that we're mainly a perimeter sided team where we guard on the perimeter. And look at our defense. Our defense has been something good for years now because of that freedom. Because you know what, we're not dependent on a guy on the backside of us to go down there and rim protect for us. No, we have the freedom of switching out 1 through 5 and guard up and not let these guys take us apart. Utah Jazz, guess what? They sided with the rim protector, and what happened?
Yeah, but that's such a disingenuous.
Yeah,
now it's disingenuous. No,
because you're talking about a team built with their bare minimum two at least 2 defenders, 1 a point of attack, 1 is a switchable big, versus a team with just a rim protecting big. There is no actual point of attack on that team. That's the reason why it's disingenuous.
And you compare.
What's Rudy Gobert doing right now on the Wolves? What's Rudy Gobert doing right now on the Wolves?
He's actually been better.
I want to say they actually have been. They come back up to
I was looking at lineup data.
Once
Dub, I'm actually looking at lineup data. Like one of the best defensive 5-man lineups.
Because Jaden McDaniels is one of the best.
Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards.
Because wait. Thank you. Wait. He brought up Jaden McDaniels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Carl Anthony Towns being there, who's a trash perimeter defender, right?
He's just a bad defender.
He's just inept. He's just a bad
defender. The team who was a terrible defensive unit with Carl Anthony Towns out there, you didn't have a Rudy Gobert. You had a Rudy Gobert there, but guess what? He was not able to change anything wrong with that defense because of how bad they were. They got Carl Anthony Towns because they got Cat out there. They got Jaden McDaniel out there, who's a good defender too, who's working with him to make sure that defense is up to par. But when Rudy was the same point when Rudy was surrounded by trash, guess what? The team and he looked trash. Now he got pieces
specifically in the playoffs against specific matchups.
But also Gobert was a better player.
What you mean? Minnesota Timberwolves were trash defensively until Cat got out.
No, I'm saying the Jazz look bad defensively, specifically in the playoffs against specific matchups. That's when they looked bad defensively. And what I'm saying is, if you're being matched,
I'm talking about Minnesota, though. What are you talking about?
Oh, you said back when what was Utah back when Rudy Gobert was over?
I said that before, but I just addressed this point right now. Just address.
But you're talking about they looked bad in the beginning of the season with arguably, and I do mean arguably, the worst defensive front court player receiving like 30 plus minutes. Karl Anthony Towns is terrible.
The point is, no matter who you are, rim protector or perimeter defender, if you're surrounded by trash, you're going to get a trash result. Even that Utah did a good job. Utah did a very good job of funneling everybody to Rudy Gobert, but they don't give them their credit for that. They did a really good job of doing that.
I mean, that's
dude, how hard is it just to shade somebody to Gobert? Like, it's like here, like go here. Like,
Cat couldn't even do that.
They should get rewarded for it, correct?
Cat couldn't do it.
They should get rewarded.
That was not rewarding that. Like, wait, reward for doing the bare minimum? Like,
for your ability to sit here and draw people to the defensive presence. What you mean? That matters.
But that's the only way they could play defense, though. I mean,
that's the point. They did a good job of shading.
Wait, they're good because they're showing that they're not.
I'm not saying that
they're not shading someone to the rim. That's not what's happening.
They're forcing.
They just close out on the three and they get beat.
Is it really forcing?
Right, you get beat out.
I mean, they just weren't giving up threes. I mean, like you could probably have a mid range and Rudy Gobert just shuts down everything that come in the paint. But that's literally if they spread them out like you said in the playoffs, they were just getting blown by every single time.
Yeah, and then the defense was ass.
No, and also the main thing is they switched onto Gobert not mainly because they wanted to attack him, but because they wanted the paint open.
That's what I said like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I wasn't like people try to kill like Gobert for
But like I said,
I'm not saying he was perfect, but
like I said though, that's where perimeter perimeter defending is crucial.
But Doug, nobody said it.
Everyone agrees. The team needs both.
We're just talking about which is more
I
valuable.
don't know what we're doing, man.
See, y'all trying to put me in this fucking box, but you can't put me in a fucking box, bro. Cut it out. Cut it out, low.
Yeah, Dub, you are a master. Dub, you are a master at tiptoeing questions. I'll admit, bro.
Nah, bro. Like y'all trying to put me in this box when I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. He going.
Wait, Dub.
He saying, hey, wait. What is he saying? What's this guy saying?
Let me ask a little question. Hey, Lo, in today's era, are you gonna have more success on a team if you're shutting down the point guard or the center? Like if you're a great defensive player,
most of the time the point guard.
So why would the perimeter defense actually not really count more towards it? Because if you're shutting down the point guard, then you can't really get the team. You know what I'm saying? You can't really play make.
Because you're talking about a couple of things. A, when it comes to bigs, they're not just shutting down the big men, they're also rim protecting. B, if you're talking about an individual, right? There's one person. Most of the time, if you're an elite level defender, the opposing team is going to find a way for that player not to be defending point of attack. They'll go for switches and stuff like that.
Okay.
And C, most teams have players. Most teams have rosters that are talented enough where there's a secondary ball handler, and so there's times where he was saying where Drew Holiday's defending Devin Booker in the corner instead of actually the point of attack.
Okay. And then one more question. Who do you think is the best defensive guard of all time?
Maybe Drew Holiday, man.
That's amazing. Hey, sure, that's still Tyler. I appreciate the time.
All right.
Why can't I make that argument? Why is it that Ticket can come up here and say hypotheticals and get that off, but I can't say hypothetically if Drew Holiday had hand checking? Why can't I say that?
Because you didn't watch the 90s.
I agree with that. I agree that you could do that. I'm not gonna hold you. What's good, Tyson? What's good?
Hey,
what's up? What up?
Man, what's up? Hey, was in bed with one of them chicks off that Twitter space last night, but we ain't gonna talk about
it.
We ain't gonna talk about it though.
I ain't get home until like 5 last night, boy.
But
I got some super chat. I got some super chat.
Hey, at the end of the day, y'all said all of that being said, the main thing is versatility on defense. In the day of positionless basketball, versatility is the most important.
That is the most important.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
I agree with that now.
See, that's why I like Ty. He keeps it steady, man.
Yeah, you can't get caught in the box. Never mind. Let me steal it.
Marz, what does Steph have to do to pass Kobe in your eyes?
He's a few years away. Like Magic and Bird is like 1 or 2 years. He'd have to play like at an extremely high level to like 38, and I don't think that's really gonna happen.
He's just not a better basketball player. That's all. It doesn't matter about like accomplishments. He's just not a better basketball player.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I highly doubt he'll pass Kobe Bryant. Highly doubt it.
Quick answer: 2017 to 2020. Who's better, Steph or KD?
Steph. But neither of them played in 2020. So whatever.
What Dub was talking about earlier was so true. Like, bro, y'all used because Curry just won this last chip to try to go back and say that he was better than KD on those teams.
I was saying this before.
I was saying while he was there that Steph.
I was on the show saying Steph was always better than KD.
He was the best player in Golden State.
No, he was not. He was not.
To me, like I was arguing during last season before the championship. Ever since I've been on the show, I think Steph was always the best player in Golden State.
Steph was always the best player, man.
And I've had that position since I was an infant.
What exactly was Steph doing better than KD when they were
Playmaking.
Playing
basketball is crazy.
No, not playing basketball. But playmaking holds that much weight to where KD's isolation scoring, especially by the time that they were in those playoff series against the Rockets when the Rockets.
I'm gonna say just the Rockets.
But also the fact that KD also could catch and shoot. He can come off a pin down. He can do all of that himself. And then we all acknowledge that KD's defensive peak is also in Golden State. So
that's true.
So playmaking holds that much weight to where we can just definitively say that Steph is better than Kevin Durant when KD is better than him in all these other areas of basketball.
I mean, shooting is also included in that. I mean,
yes.
Shooting is also included in that.
That's nasty. I agree with the brother bottom right. I agree. In that situation, I will say Steph is, the engine that makes that go. But in that situation, I think KD was his best, and I can't say Steph was better than him.
I agree. KD at his best wasn't better than Steph.
It wasn't.
I disagree. I disagree.
I mean, that's fine.
It's arguable to me. It's an argument which you value more, but to me, I'm putting them a 1A, 1B. You know what I'm saying?
Who was more valuable for that team?
Who was more valuable for the team?
KD, because they weren't beating LeBron without KD.
There go narrative. Dub.
No, I say they were both equally as valuable. I'm not gonna say one is more valuable than the other in that situation.
I believe Steph was. I've always said I think Steph was comfortably the best player in Golden State.
Like he said, KD provided defense. KD provided space for Steph, as well as Steph providing space for KD. They both benefited from that situation.
Steph could play without KD, and the
one
Warriors
definitely
fine,
benefited more.
It would be just fine. KD would play without Steph, and they'd be like barely above 500. I think they won like maybe 60% of their games with KD and just Steph.
I think they were 20.
That roster was constructed around
23 and
20 something around that. Like
they were constructed around Steph to begin with, though. So, like, okay, for example, like when Steph is off the floor, I think a Steph and Dre duo is better than a KD Dre duo because
for sure
Steph is utilizing Draymond in a better light than KD would be utilizing. Like when that on-off record with Steph and KD, I just think that the team was already constructed around Steph.
For sure, the offense was predicated on that movement. The offense was predicated on that movement, off that screening and off that different stuff. So Steph is going to flourish in that situation. Sure, when KD is more of an isolation type player, but to say that Steph didn't benefit from KD being on the floor, I think that provided even more space for him. And like he said, they needed KD to win too. I'm not saying regular season, but in the playoffs scenario, I think they definitely needed KD to win those championships.
I think they needed KD to guarantee the championships. I think they could have won
without. I agree. I mean,
I'm not saying they would have won, but I think they could have won.
I don't think
that's a hypothetical. That's a hypothetical.
But beat the Rockets.
They played the Rockets in 1 year. But yeah, I'm not saying
they only won twice. So
I think they were good enough to win without KD.
Facts.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Facts.
But I think Steph was just more impactful to the team. If you want to say it's because the team is built around Steph, that's fine. But they were on the same team. So if one is clearly more valuable to the success of that team,
that means
it's kind of hard for me to say the other guy is better.
But impactful and better, I believe, are two different. I think
to you, they're two different things. To me, if you're more impactful,
it's
very hard to say that you're not better.
No, because you can like you said, if the team is built around Steph Curry and how Steph Curry plays, then he is going to by default be more valuable because it's built around him. But if we're just looking at individual players and what they're bringing to a team, as far as the whole game of basketball, you can be better. Low, I don't know what you're doing, but
what Steph is bringing to that team is a system that becomes one of the greatest offensive systems we've ever seen because of him.
That Steph though?
That's what you said. The system is built for Steph. So who else would it be?
I said it was built for Steph. I didn't say Steph.
Yeah, so for it to function at that level, it's because of who?
Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, all those players.
Ah, there it is.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's
then-
a
so
fact.
then-
That's a fact. That's a fact, though, Mark. That is a fact.
That is a fact. Let's talk.
And
Let's
so when
talk
it comes to
ball.
everybody else, nobody not gonna say, "Oh, that team needed Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant," and
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying to.
that's a nasty answer. That's a
No, for Marz to imply that Steph is the only one, like, you know what I'm saying? Granted, it was built for him, but at the same time, those players are super valuable.
What I'm implying is that Steph is the reason that offensive team was able to operate at that high of a level, not because they had other good pieces and they were able to make the offense better, yes, but the reason it was able to operate and it had the ceiling it did is because of Steph Curry.
Okay, I have a question.
There's no offensive system that I've seen where it's possible to build around KD that has a ceiling to an offense built around Steph Curry.
Never.
I haven't seen it.
Their best offense was 2016 without KD.
If theoretically speaking, if Kobe had joined the Steve Nash Phoenix Suns, right, and they were still operating that system how Steve Nash was operating that system with Kobe on the team, would you still think that? Would you then say that Steve Nash is better than Kobe because they're still operating that?
If Kobe was regulated to a spot up shooter, which in that system, that's what you have to be.
No, I'm saying because KD and Golden State was still very much playing like.
No, I get that, but
in
that system though, in that D'Antoni system,
Kobe would just be attacking closeouts.
Yeah, he wouldn't be the ISO scorer, and all the value that comes with Kobe wouldn't really be there because he wouldn't be the ISO scorer and the self creator. He would more so be on spot up shooting and attacking closeouts. That's what he would be. His role would diminish immensely because of that system. Now, if you had Kobe handling the ball.
You're being nasty.
That's
right
nasty,
now, right?
Lo.
No,
That's
nasty.
Ow!
No, watch this time. I got him.
I don't think
because
they
all love is doing is trying to create an example, and you love creating examples for people to understand. The system will be different or the roles will be changed 100%. The point of Love's argument is the fact that if Kobe's paired up with Steve Nash, where that system is predicated off of Steve Nash, would y'all still say that Steve Nash is the better player? Because the system is built around him. Forget the roles, because you brought up the example with Chris Paul and everything, got Ty upset. He was like, I wasn't listening to the example. It's the point that he's just trying to convey.
No, I get what he's saying, and I'm going to say that, yes, Steve Nash probably would be because Kobe Bryant would be regulated.
You would be flagrantly incorrect.
I'm telling you, Kobe Bryant wouldn't be the same Kobe Bryant. His role would drastically change. ISO Joe. He had ISO Joe sitting in a corner. Joe Johnson was not self-creating. Joe Johnson was not in the mid-range posting up, hezzy tween. Joe Johnson wasn't doing that. He had ISO Joe in the corner.
But he wasn't ISO Joe yet, though.
But my point is that Joe Johnson
he was pretty ISO Joey.
Joe Johnson had the ability to do those things, but he was regulated to be more of a three-point shooter, being more of a closeout guy. Every now and then he could create in the mid, but that's what he was doing.
What the hell are you talking? Wait,
I think.
Hold on, boss. Those being crazy nasty because they would adjust to Kobe. They would.
Thank you.
They're not just gonna sit here and treat him like ISO Joe.
Thank you. To compare ISO Joe to Kobe Bean Bryant,
then it wouldn't be the same system. So then we're arguing the same system.
No.
So I see what
you could have the same system and change things up. The system would still be predicated off of Steve Nash. It would change for Kobe so that Kobe can be Kobe.
How would they do that?
Bro, that's not. You're not listening to the point.
Golden State played practically with KD how they usually play, but they just had a different element. They had a different element now with KD. So
that's like
we doing these motion actions and all of that, these flare screens and all of that. But now it's 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Now we can just get that bitch KD. The Suns would be able to just get a hold of Kobe and let Kobe work out.
In those situations where they're still running pick and rolls with Nash and Stoudemire, and they're getting lobs or kicking out the threes, and the occasional last second shot where they need Kobe to bail them out if that's the scenario, bro, Nash would still be more
No. Did they use KD in the same way they use
I'm not
Harrison Barnes?
arguing value though, Lo. I'm saying that because Marz was like, you can be. There's no way you can be more valuable and not better. I still believe. Yes, Nash.
I said a highly is very rare. That's what I said.
You could be more valuable to a particular offensive scheme, but that wouldn't make Steve Nash a better basketball player than Kobe Bryant.
Well, all I'm saying is that Kobe just wouldn't be the same Kobe. That's all I'm saying.
All he's trying to understand is all he's trying to make y'all understand that Kevin Durant, even though Curry was the engine, so I said it before, he was the engine of that unit. KD was just the best player. Nobody would even argue with the points y'all saying. Stephen Curry was wholeheartedly the engine of that unit. The team was built around him for years for him to excel in, which is why when Curry wasn't there, they weren't the same because he was the engine. Doesn't take away how good of a basketball player that Kevin Durant is. KD's still KD though. And
Right.
KD's still on the same level with Steph.
KD is KD.
Or better.
Was KD relegated to a Harrison Barnes role?
That system isn't set up that way. That system is still set up.
I'm just saying, you trying to say that, you know what I'm saying? Just because when you plug in a great player, you're going to make adjustments, even though the system is still predicated on Steph Curry and what he brings to the table. They made adjustments for this great player coming in and doing what and use what he does best. So acting like Kobe would just be relegated to a Joe Johnson role, no. But Nash would still be running the offense and doing what he does. But I'm sure they will find a way to get Kobe in the spots that's conducive for him being successful as well.
I think the systems are just too different. That system was heavily predicated on Nash's ball handling and shot creation, like on ball, him handling the ball and setting people up through pick and roll, specifically with him and Stoudemire. I think that's where we're talking about. And then on the Warriors is way much more free flowing, more opportunities for everybody. If you have the skill set to be aggressive, you have the skill set and ability to be aggressive, you can pick apart defenses just off of that merit alone. In that offense, it's like a lot more Stoudemire. It's more and more Stoudemire and Nash dependent than anyone else. I also think this is just like a bad example too. I understand what y'all trying to say. I understand what y'all trying to say.
Nah, Lo's just being ignorant. He's just.
I didn't even get to answer the question. So.
My bad, Marz. What you about to say, bro?
I just think Kobe. I think yes, he would look different, but I do think Kobe elevates the ceiling of that team to a degree that Kevin Durant didn't with Golden State. I think Kobe would look different offensively, but I think with the less deep offensive responsibility that he had in those Laker years, put him on Phoenix, less offensive responsibility. And I think if you replace Joe Johnson with Kobe Bryant, you now have one of the best perimeter defenders in the game.
Defense.
Taking pressure off Steve Nash defensively, overall elevating that team. For example, if you look in 2007, if you put Kobe Bryant on Tony Parker with less offensive responsibility, he's able to be more locked in defensively. And on the offensive end, I think his added shot creation when Steve Nash's creation, the same way Steph Curry was able to provide for KD and make it easier for him to go one-on-one or against a closing out defense or already collapsed defense, you then unlock Kobe Bryant's value off the ball, which he had immense value in that way. So I think it would be pretty logical to say Kobe Bryant, even if the system is built around Steve Nash, what he would bring would still make him ultimately have more value than Steve Nash because he elevates the ceiling of that team.
So wait, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad that you
said
that. Point. Right? Wait, I'm glad that you said that because you said that the Stephen Curry Warriors went from they could win to it's a guarantee. So Kevin Durant elevated.
Yeah, he elevated the ceiling. Yes, but not as much as Kobe Bryant would. Yes,
but I think you go from you could win to a guarantee win is crazy.
Yeah, that's elevating the ceiling. I'm not doubting that. You add a player like that, you elevate the ceiling. That's not the argument I'm making. The argument I'm making is Kobe Bryant elevating a team that, to me, wasn't going to win a championship or extremely unlikely to a team that I think would be the favorites because of the defense. So them being clearly the favorites. Whereas
extremely unlikely that team was going to win a championship?
Amari Stoudemire playing the 5 is very difficult to win.
But I agree with that. I'm not discounting that, but
extremely unlikely to me. But I do think Kobe Bryant, what he would bring, able to attack the closeouts and then create in more one-on-one situations than what he had to do in 06 and 07 with the Lakers, alongside the fact that I think his defense would be elevated. to legitimate all defensive caliber defense, not what he was actually getting all defense for in those years, I think that would still make him overall the best player on that team. But I also think Steve Nash is probably a top 5 player in the world.
I think the bar where I could beat LeBron and I could guarantee myself to beat LeBron is 2 different bars, bro.
No, I think in 2017, they win. 2018 is the year where I think they would have needed KD. 2017, I think they just beat the Cavs.
They might have lost in 2017 too, but
that's fine. They might. This is all hypothetical. This is why I don't like doing these discussions.
Right.
I hate doing these discussions.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is
I just wanted to give my opinion on Kobe.
The ceiling is being raised no matter what. With KD and Kobe, the same logic can apply to KD as well. He raised their ceiling to
100%. He raised the ceiling. 100%.
He was just better at basketball.
I disagree.
I got some super chats. Get that man out of here. I don't know who he was talking to about at that time.
Probably you.
If we being real, Dub, I'm a new watcher. But I watch a lot of the old shit. You was kind of arrogant and unbearable, fam. LMAO. That hate just carried over, even though it seems like you got more fluent.
Dub just started agreeing with me more.
Wow, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, you a bot, Dub?
I'm really not.
Why you say it like that?
I'm really not, man. Why y'all act like if KD went to the Clippers or Celtics in 2016 that they would win a title? The KD disrespect is crazy.
Who disrespects KD?
He's contradicting himself. He's saying.
Yeah,
I think he meant wouldn't win a title.
Yeah, that's probably what
who disrespected KD? I said he was the 3rd best player in the world. I think that's pretty respectable.
Also, a KD Celtics team probably is not beating the Warriors, to be honest. Probably not.
KD
the Clippers.
Who all was on the Celtics at the time?
I think Isaiah
Thomas, Avery Bradley.
I don't like
Jay Crowder. I think Amir Johnson was on those teams.
He was. I would bet on the Warriors.
I would bet on the Warriors too.
That's tough. You're talking about some good defenders over there when you talk about Avery Bradley and that at that time in his career.
Yeah, we're talking about Isaiah Thomas too.
You are talking about Isaiah Thomas too.
Yeah,
so I would bet the Warriors for sure.
Kevin Durant was never the best player in the world. I'm sorry. Someone just said he was one, arguably two. Kevin Durant was never the best player in the world.
No, how do y'all like that? Because
I think you bet the best for the last 2 or 3 years. Like, what are we
talking?
Kevin Durant from 2009. When did he get in the league? 2007.
8.
So okay, so you got Kobe. You got Kobe. He wasn't better than Kobe at that time. Then LeBron became the best. Like, let's just say 2011 to be safe. LeBron became the best. He was not better than LeBron from 2011 to 2018, right?
No.
Now, to me, the only argument you have is maybe 2019. That's the only year you can argue he was the best.
I thought that point was he was arguably top 1.
No, he said he was 1, arguably 2. That's what he said. No, he was 2, arguably 1. And also, 2019 is the only year you can argue because 2020 he didn't play. 2021, I'm sorry, he wasn't better than Giannis. I don't care what you tell me. He wasn't better than Giannis. And then 2022,
but that's an argument.
He wasn't better than Giannis.
He wasn't better than Curry.
He wasn't better than Giannis.
It's an argument. We had those debates.
Wait, what? You guys having those debates? No, you guys can have those debates. It doesn't make it right.
And what year he wasn't better than Giannis?
2021 onwards. 2020, he obviously didn't play. So 2021 to now, he's not been better than Giannis. He hasn't.
Agreed.
Giannis is the best player in the world. Yeah.
The only year you can argue KD was the best in the world is 2019. In my opinion.
Yeah, I can't do this for all you guys thinking Giannis is better. I'll do that a different day.
The only year you can and I think if you try and argue he was the best player in the world in 2019, I think you'd be
2021.
Defense, right now?
KD has. There was what for the last.
KD's a better scorer than Giannis.
KD's always been better. For the last
He's a better offensive player.
Ever since 2021.
Yeah, KD's a better offensive player than Giannis.
Why? Because of score? No, not an offense. I don't even think offensive, but scoring was.
You don't think KD's a better offensive player?
You don't think KD's a better offensive player than Giannis?
Clearly a better offensive player.
Even if I don't know if it's clearly. It's definitely not clearly.
It's not clearly.
I think KD is a.
I agree with Low. Y'all going to this bag talk.
I never said clearly. I never said clearly. But Low, who's a better offensive player, KD or Giannis?
That's tough, bro. It's tough.
Wait, right now or 2021?
2021 to now. He's been a better offensive player.
Giannis. You know it's KD, dog. You know it's KD. Come on, man.
Yes, Giannis does clear defensively. You know that.
We all know Giannis.
If it is KD, it's slightly, but the gap in the value and the impact defensively.
Oh, I agree. That's why Giannis is better than him.
It's so massive.
But I do think KD's better.
That this is comical.
I think Giannis's passing gets a little bit overrated. and his defense.
He's a better passer than KD though.
His defense gets overrated because people think he can guard 1 through 5, not because
Is Giannis
how
a better
good he is.
passer?
No, his defense is overrated.
I think they're on the same level.
What?
They're on the same level?
Say it again.
KD and
Defensively?
Giannis No, passing.
I still don't agree with that.
Who's better playmaker?
Giannis.
Probably, I mean, according to y'all would probably say KD.
No, by your definition, he's a better playmaker.
My definition is fucking playmaking, so I'll go with KD, but slightly.
Okay,
I'll say Giannis.
No way, you're saying this, Dub.
Yeah,
I think Giannis creates more for his teammates.
I agree 100%.
Without a doubt.
The passes. Who's a better passer?
Giannis.
I think Giannis is.
I think Giannis is a better passer than KD. But I think KD is just comfortably a better scorer, like so easily. I also think he's a better off-ball player, but I also think that's because Bud isn't using.
Who operates in the pick and roll better, Giannis or KD?
As what, the roller?
That's what.
No,
that depends.
As the ball handler?
KD easy. I mean, Giannis is the pick and roll ball handler, isn't something.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, they don't do that.
Yeah. Okay. So there we go.
Yeah, KD.
Okay, well, who's a better?
What does that mean?
Who's a better role man in the pick and roll?
You're nasty.
But that has nothing to do with his passing or playmaking.
Oh, I thought you were just naming other things. Okay.
No, I'm using that as a point. I'm using that as a point.
But neither one of them really.
Yeah, I mean, KD's passing out the pick and rolls.
I'm about to say that's
better than Giannis. It's better than Giannis.
Well, because Giannis is used as a handler.
It's mid versus
and
mid.
all the passes. No, Giannis is not good.
Dub, I'm not gonna lie. I saw Austin Reaves make better pick and roll.
Yo, can we
KD?
talk about this?
He's him. Hey,
can we talk about this?
Come on, Lakers fans.
Yeah, no. You need to go back on the word that you said. Dub, you need to go back on what you said.
Austin Reaves film. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
What did I say? What did I say?
Dub,
you called Austin Reaves a shooter. That was weird. But.
Yeah, he called him a shooter. Hey, he don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
B,
that was weird. But.
B at the deadline, he was like, "Bro, nobody's not gonna want Austin Reaves." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, say less." Say less.
He's what people think James Harden is. He's the real free throw merchant.
My God.
Man.
Yeah, facts.
He's the real free throw merchant.
One game, and now he's okay.
Let's not gas Reaves too much now. What do you?
Tyson, you see him?
I know. I've been watching.
He low-key better than Poole this year.
No. What did we talk about?
That's not saying much.
What did we talk about?
I agree with that.
What did we talk about before with AD? You gotta chill. You Lakers fans gotta chill before.
You gotta chill. You gotta chill.
Bro, we're the season's almost over. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about?
Yeah, and you guys are the 11th seed.
Okay,
Utah will finish.
See, there go Marz.
You guys are only 4 spots above us.
We're trying to have a conversation and positive dialogue.
You guys are only 4 spots above us. I don't know what you want to say.
There go
Low
Marz,
never learns, bro. Low never learns, bro.
Yeah. Pump the brakes.
You know what my man is doing in the past like 10 games, bro? You know what he doing?
He's playing nice.
That's what he's doing, man.
He
learning from Trae Young.
It's good to have Austin Reaves like your 5th best player. That's cool.
That's crazy. If Reaves is our 5th best player, oh my gosh,
he's not the 5th best player though.
He's not the 5th best, but
where does he rank on the team?
LeBron, AD,
D'Lo,
D'Lo barely right
I know,
now.
I know.
Vanderbilt,
Vando over him.
So he's 5th.
Like I said,
he's better than Schroeder.
Yes.
Yes.
See, I told you, Marz knows ball.
Is he better than
He's really better than Schroeder. Are y'all serious?
Yeah. When Schroeder's not moving.
I think so.
When Schroeder's not moving me. Like I said, Mo Bamba is trash. But well,
yeah, that's also not moving me either, bro.
Yeah, I tried to tell people, Mo Bamba can protect the rim and stretch the floor. Shut up.
Yo, in March, Austin Reaves is averaging 18 points, 5 assists, shooting 56% from the field and 36% from behind the arc. 82% from the free throw line.
150 free throws.
Yeah, 8 free throws a game, bro. He's getting
crazy.
8 free throws a game.
That's crazy.
He's getting more free throws than Steph.
Yes, he's a higher. I think he has a double the free throw rate of Steph.
He knows how to get.
But Steph lives at
I think I got tripping saying that
He knows how
better
to get
than Dennis
Whoever.
Schroeder, bro.
Dub, who do you think Dennis Schroeder
Do
is?
you watch Dennis
He
Schroeder?
don't watch it.
I just think-
That's what
I
I
just-
realized. He don't
I
watch
just
the game.
think- I just think-
He don't watch.
3 years ago.
I just think-
You don't
I
watch
just think-
ball. You
No,
don't
no,
watch
I just
ball,
think y'all. I
dog.
just think y'all overrated fucking Austin Reaves.
No,
You don't
Dennis
watch
Man.
Dennis
Schroeder.
He getting that Caucasian whistle, boy. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
He getting the MJ whistle. It's crazy.
Man,
boy.
1 year ago.
I ain't never
Dennis
seen
Schroeder.
nobody.
So who's a
Dub,
better defender? Who's a better defender?
It's Schroeder.
Okay.
That's it though.
And that's
So
literally
you got
it.
And even
you
then,
got-
Dennis Schroeder's defense. I mean, yeah.
You got
Exactly.
Reaves.
Like,
extremely
not
inconsistent.
You got
Extremely
Reaves as a better
inconsistent
ball
at all.
handler. You got Reaves.
Yes.
Yes.
Better scorer, obviously.
Better scorer.
You better score. Better vision. Better vision.
Better off the ball.
Better playmaker.
Better in the pick and roll.
Better in the pick and roll. All that. All
Better
that.
off
As the
ball.
handler.
Better off ball.
Yes.
Everything.
I say his IQ is way above Schroeder.
Higher.
Oh,
Schroeder,
yeah.
Schroeder's at times a negative on the floor.
Negative.
On offense.
Yeah,
Negative.
yeah. That's why I give
almost
Reaves
lost
credit.
a
I give Reaves credit.
40
IQ wise,
by
he's legit.
I have a lot of recency bias. I swear to God.
Bro, he
You
almost
just
lost.
don't
you
watch
have-
balls. You
you
just
have
don't watch
29
balls.
Nah,
bro.
this is
Dog.
recency. This is recency
You
bias.
just don't watch. He don't watch because
No,
I'm gonna
watch.
tell you right. I'm gonna
Man.
tell you right now.
When
Anybody
they
who
keep-
actually watch Laker games, if you bring up Dennis Schroeder in this convo,
Yeah.
I know
No,
you don't
listen.
watch Lakers
Listen,
games.
listen.
I know
Man,
you
yeah.
don't.
This is
I
what
know you
Lakers
Schroeder's
don't.
fans. This is
I
what
know
this
you
is what
don't.
Lakers fans do a lot. Remember, I was right about Thomas Bryant. I said y'all was overrating him. I don't know about Low, but a lot of people was overrating him. He was ass. Austin Reaves being better than Schroeder right now. I think you guys are dragging it a bit. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Dub, you just don't watch him, bro.
Dub,
I
you're
can't.
Picking
I don't
victory
think. I
laps
think you
with
guys
Thomas
are
Bryant is
dragging
a
it
little nasty. I'm
crazy.
not gonna lie.
Dennis
Dub.
Schroeder is, bro. He's terrible. Like
Yeah,
I'm
that's
telling
what I'm
you,
saying.
he
When you
stops
He's not.
the
He's not
offense.
terrible. I don't
I
think he's
don't think he's
terrible.
ter- I think
no.
y'all
Negative.
over.
He
I
is a
think y'all
negative
overreact
whatsoever.
to sometimes where he does
Yeah,
make
he's
some
not
bad
terrible.
plays too. I will give you that. Him giving the ball to AD, but it's like it's not as bad as y'all making
He
it seem.
stalls
I promise.
So what does he do? What does he
Yeah.
add to the Lakers? What does
It
he add
takes
to the
it takes
Lakers?
Dennis
Dub?
Schroeder like 9 seconds to.
It's about Austin Reaves,
Yes.
bro. It's just
No,
the
it's about
Austin
Dennis
Reaves.
Schroeder.
No,
It's
it's
about Dennis
about
Schroeder.
Reaves. I think you're holding him at too high of a level, bro. I swear to God.
Just say he's
What
No,
about
I
the
think
Reggie
Austin Reaves
Austin
is better,
numbers?
but I'm not gonna call Schroeder horrible though.
No, there's times
Bro,
when Schroeder's holding.
Schroeder is the
Oh
look
yeah, it's times, but overall, I don't think he's a horrible
He's
player.
the look off king. He's looking off players that's better than him. I'm like,
Yes.
bro, get
He's
off
looking
the
off
He's a
D'Lo, looking off.
he's a standard NBA point guard. He's you know what I'm saying? He's a
No.
mid-level NBA point guard.
He's
No,
not
he's
mid-level.
not.
He's not mid-level,
No.
dog. He's not a mid-level.
Tyson, no, he's
Hey,
not.
listen,
Schroeder's
You don't give him
bad.
mid-level?
No,
No.
D'Lo's more of a mid-level. If we're
Listen,
gonna
I
say
want
somebody.
everybody to remind y'all.
Nah, I think D'Lo's a plus.
I want
No,
everybody in the
D'Lo,
chat.
yes. No,
Okay, that's
Schroeder.
fine. But he's
I want-
closer to mid.
No,
than
I'm saying
Dennis Schroeder.
D'Lo
Dennis
is
Schroeder's
plus,
below average.
and Schroeder's just mid-level.
If he's
He's
mid-level, what is
closer to
trash,
Patrick
dog?
Beverly than D'Lo.
I want everybody
that's
in the chat
crazy.
to remember. I
It's
got
no.
called crazy for saying Thomas Bryant was really not like that, and here I am getting called crazy about Austin Reaves too. So we'll see.
But you were wrong earlier in the year, Dub. You thought that Austin Reaves, nobody don't want him. Then he proceeds to put up like average 15, 17 points on great
Low.
efficiency
Low.
with a James Harden whistle.
Low.
Stop.
Low. Stop
Dub,
gassing
just because
this
you was
man.
right about Thomas Bryant doesn't mean you was right. Like,
I'm just saying I'm talking about Schroeder and Reaves, bro. I'll give y'all he's been playing well, but better than Schroeder, y'all gassing it a little bit, bro. I'm not gonna.
Oh my Dub, please
No,
watch.
you just
it.
don't watch it. Yeah, you
Telling
just
you.
don't watch.
I'm telling you, please watch.
Stockton must have
arguing for
taken.
Dennis Schroeder.
Stockton must have taken Lowe's girl or something. He got next level hate for that man.
No, I just be facts.
Average 40, 10, and 16 in 2K. Am I the GOAT?
Who cares?
Yeah.
A serious case of presentism. Look it up.
I will actually. I don't know what that is.
You can take a great on-ball defender out of the game if you just stick the man they're guarding in a corner, Kawhi. You can't take an off-ball defender out the game since they can guard multiple spots.
Facts.
Spitting. Man.
What did he say? One more time. Sorry, Dad.
Oh man, I got rid of it already.
All right, go ahead.
He basically said you can take an on-ball defender out of the game because you put the guy he's defending on.
Oh yeah,
the corner.
for sure.
But an off-ball defender, he's guarding multiple.
Yeah, but then
spots on the floor.
speaking though, you're putting your best player in the corner.
But I also counter that with if your best defender is like a guard, like Marcus Smart, are you going to put him on like LeBron James or Kevin Durant?
I would, if it's Drew Holiday, I feel comfortable, but not
And that's why Drew Holiday. Let me get that off before I go. I gotta go real quick, but let me go and finish it. I gotta get that off. Drew Holiday's the best perimeter defender all time, bro.
No, Scottie Pippen is, but he's second.
Oh, I mean guard. Excuse me, guard.
No problem.
Look
at the Clippers defense.
Drew be locking niggas up. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Does Carmelo deserve a farewell tour like Wade, Kobe, eventually LeBron, etc.?
He's already been farewelled. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
It's over with.
Said farewell. Yeah, the Lakers said farewell, man.
Yeah, like Carmelo's done.
Look at the bots in the chat say Tony Allen. Stop, bro.
Why is it not Tony Allen? Why is that a bot?
Oh, that's Dub's greatest perimeter.
I
love Tony Allen.
I know. Dub really ain't watching that much either. But
someone said Dwayne Wade is a better defender than Drew Holiday.
Yo, Lo, you gotta stop fucking playing with me. Number one, Lo. Tony Allen's that guy. What are you talking
better
about?
than Drew Holiday.
He did a great job.
He was guarding up KD, Kobe. What are we talking about?
He goes off those stories, Mark. He's like,
I watched the game.
Oh my god,
I literally watched the game.
KD and Kobe said
that's hard to quantify though. Just to say that Drew Holiday is the best perimeter defender ever. That's super hard to quantify.
Guard, perimeter guard.
I mean, guard defender.
Tony Allen wasn't locking up against OKC against KD.
What year?
2013.
That was probably 2013.
You mean
you don't remember?
He had nobody else.
He was still guarding up great one-on-one. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's easy to guard one-on-one when you got that level of backline help and nobody else on the roster.
You a fucking bot, bro.
No,
you're just a hater, bro.
Who's he playing with? Kevin Martin?
You're just a hater.
Well, I mean, defensive.
You can say the same for Drew. Then
chilling there. I mean,
no,
you could say the same for Drew.
Drew has been. Bro, Drew's been a great defender.
He got great backline help. Is what I'm saying.
I mean, having Anthony Davis and then Giannis. I mean.
Yeah, he got great backline help.
What I'm saying is, even beyond that, also in that 2013 series, the other creator for the Thunder wasn't there either in Westbrook. So it's no creator, and you have that level of backline help. Of course, you're gonna look that great.
He was guarding him up 1-on-1 without the help.
Dub, you're just being a bot.
Yeah, because
What are y'all talking about? What are y'all, bro?
Who's the best defender in the game right now?
Ooh.
I think it's Triple J, actually. No cap.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I like Triple J.
Damn, Marz not even gonna back me up on that. Wow.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to quantify, but Triple J is nasty though. He's versatile.
No,
he
really
protects the paint.
And it bothers me that he's not good. I don't know why. It bothers me.
Last year I would have said Draymond, but Draymond's not nearly as good this year.
No, Draymond. Adebayo's up there, I think.
Bam's up there. Giannis.
I still think AD is up there.
No, you trying to put 80 on there just because you only want to give it a Triple J, dog. It's Triple J.
No. I'm not saying he's the best, but I think AD's in the conversation.
I think this year Triple J is. I think 80's motor is not running like Triple J's motor.
Triple J is amazing, bro. He's by far.
Rude about AD. I think AD defensively is always like it's the other side of the court where he gets to float and shit. But defensively, he be there.
AD quit on the Lakers. Ham keeps making AD play the 5, a position he doesn't like to play.
We ain't got no other 5. So
too bad.
You have Mo Bamba. I know he's hurt, but you have Mo Bamba.
When Dub talked about Shooter, he doesn't watch the games from Khalifa.
Facts.
Facts.
He's being a bot.
I can't wait to get proven right again.
Defending Dennis Shooter.
I'm not gonna lie. The Jaren Jackson Jr. foul trouble thing is kind of being overblown.
It's definitely been overblown.
It's being 100%. Overblown. Like it's been true, but
it's not as true this year.
This year he's been a lot better.
Man, I'm actually watching the game right now, and it looks like Tayshaun Prince is guarding KD. Interesting.
Oh wow.
Oh, he's watching the game right now.
Watching the game.
Low likes.
Man, there's no way you're being this much of a bot, man.
Anybody who watches the Lakers would not argue Reaves or Dennis. Dub, it's on recency bias. You just saying it's not recency bias. You just ain't watching.
Tayshaun Prince is defending him, dog.
It's crazy.
No, we're gonna rewatch this series.
You're a bot. Why
y'all talking about the league's best defenders? Put some respect on Evan Mobley.
I agree. Evan Mobley is 100% in the conversation. And people act like he hasn't taken a jump,
like a step back. Yes,
offensively, he's not whatever you expected.
Yeah,
he has an argument for the best defender in the league, and he's in his second year. Like
he probably.
I gotta watch more Cleveland. I ain't gonna cap. I haven't watched. I watched a lot of Memphis this year. I haven't watched a lot of Cleveland.
I don't know what people want from Evan Mobley. Like,
I've watched too much Cleveland.
His defensive potential is through the roof.
When they took Tayshaun off the floor, then
shut up, Lo. Shut up, Lo. Just shut up.
We're in the second quarter now.
We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch this together, bro. Because
my bad. I'm in the third quarter now.
Ty, real take.
Tayshaun's back on him. You're a bot.
Ty said, real take. Nigel. I gotta get some other guys up here, but appreciate y'all, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
Hey, yo, chat. Just know Dub might be the biggest bot of them all, man.
The way that you're disrespecting Tony Allen right now is crazy to me.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm just not gonna make up fictitious tales like you are, bro.
Wait, so Dub, you think Tony Allen's a better defender than Tayshaun Prince?
Oh, what's up, y'all?
100%.
Okay.
Hey, yo,
he was the one, but he was the one who was locking up KD. In that series.
Can we talk about Austin Reaves real quick?
This again.
Oh, we have to talk about Austin Reaves again. Jesus.
Okay. Go ahead.
Bro, he's the top 10 player in the 2021 NBA draft right now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something.
Yeah. Okay. Let me look at that draft. 2021 NBA draft. He didn't get drafted.
He is better than
he got undrafted.
Draftees. He's the top.
Let me look at that draft.
Mike, okay, are you good?
You're good right now. He's not better than Cade. He's not better than Jalen Green. He's not better than Evan Mobley. He's not better than Sweaty Barnes. He's not better than Josh Giddey. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He's not better than Franz Wagner.
He's not.
That's 6.
And then this is where it's kind of tough.
Is he better than Alperen Sengun?
No. Oh, Kelser is he's doing this thing right now.
Okay, so that's 6 or 7, I think.
Oh, wait. If you said Sengun, you put Sengun.
Yeah. He's better than Bones Highlands. He's better than Cam Thomas.
He's without a doubt, but better than Bones.
Is he better than Ayo Dosunmu?
Damn.
We're kind of getting there now.
But that would still put him top 10 unless I'm forgetting someone else who was undrafted. But yeah, that would put him top 10. I agree.
Top 10.
Yeah, we got a top 10 prospect undrafted.
Oh, Herb Jones. My fault. I missed Herb Jones.
He's better.
I don't know.
Offensively, nah.
Offensively, Herb Jones isn't there. Offensively, but defensively,
good, Marz.
He be having some games.
But offensively, he is like not good at all. Yeah. But I don't know. I think Trey Murphy was in that draft as well.
No, I'd rather have.
Where was Trey Murphy drafted? Oh, 17. Okay.
I'd rather have what's his name.
I'm pretty sure he's top 10. I'm pretty sure he's top 10.
Reaves is better.
Yeah. Marz, you hosting right now. I'm watching right now.
Oh my god. Okay. Hello everyone.
What are you watching?
Low is lying. I'm looking this shit up about Tony Allen guarding KD because I know what the fuck I see.
Yo, you gonna look at the quotes from after the game where KD was like, "Man, Tony Allen."
It's not the quotes. I remember him. I watched that series, bro. So in my head, it's like,
so you're trusting your memory from 10 years ago.
Oh
yeah, man. No, Marz. No, watch this, Marz. Because unlike the old heads, I'm actually gonna go back.
He's moving like Joe.
Unlike the old heads, I'm gonna go back and rewatch it and just see that Low is just really just lying.
What are you watching right now?
Right now, I want to go.
He's watching Tony Allen defensive highlights. 2014
I wanted to go on to what's it called? I wanted to go on to
compilation.
NBA.com.
The compilation.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to go on to NBA.com, but NBA.com is not working right now. So now I'm just watching one of these games.
Where are you watching the game?
Two things I wanted to ask you. How y'all feel about Kyrie not taking Dylan Brooks' jersey? And then how y'all feel about Jaylen Brown expressing that he may not want to stay in Celtics and you don't feel like he's wanted and shit like that.
That was also crazy.
Yeah, so Dylan Brooks, the jersey thing, like Kyrie in the interview, he said he would get it next game. So we're gonna see, like, if he gets it next game, then we can put it to rest. And then Jaylen Brown, like, that's just the way it is. They put him in all these trade talks, so he has to be realistic about it. If they want
to the Lakers,
they want to keep him, they gotta really actually show that they want him, that he's just not up for sale, you know.
I'm sorry. I'm also looking for Tony Allen.
And
2013.
can Jayson Tatum win a title without him?
He guarded him in 2011.
No, Jayson Tatum. I don't think he could win a title as the best player on the team.
No,
I don't know. I mean, well, honestly, I'll take back on that. I think he can, but I am not sold on it though. I'm not sold because he cannot finish at the rim consistently, like against good teams.
If you put Mikal Bridges with Jayson Tatum, do you think they could win a title?
Nah, because is he better than Jaylen Brown? No, I don't think so.
No, but he could provide as much scoring, as much defense. I don't think it's the same level, but it's about the same as far as play style.
It's not the same level, it's similar, but he would need a different piece, man. Like
this man Lowe's fucking lying.
I'm just.
You're fucking lying.
Am I? That was Tony Allen on Reggie Jackson right there. That was Tony Allen on Reggie Jackson.
What about putting Cat?
Cat's defense is just trash.
Jayson Tatum remind me of Paul George, to be honest.
It looks like Tony Allen. It looks like Tony Allen is roaming off Thabo Cephalosha.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, Dub. It's Tayshaun Prince guarding KD, bro. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, Dub.
Tony Allen is guard. Tony Allen is guarding Thabo Cephalosha.
Yes, he's guarding. Yes, he's roaming. He's not defending. It's Tayshaun Prince.
What are you guys talking about?
So wait, I'm watching it, Dub.
I'm watching it too, Dub.
Who guarded him more? Who guarded him more?
Trying to pack you up.
I'm gonna continue watching. I'm gonna continue. But right now,
what game is this? What game is this?
I'm on. I was just on game 5. Now I'm on game 5 right now.
I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, Dub. It's looking kind of sketchy.
Yeah, I'm seeing Tayshaun Prince on. I'm seeing Tayshaun Prince on KD.
Tayshaun primarily on him, Dub. Dub, you're looking kind of sketchy, dog. You're looking kind of sketchy.
You guys are lying, bro. Oh my god.
Oh, here he is. He's on KD. He's on
watching
KD.
the tape, man. They watching the tape in real time. That's crazy.
Real time is crazy. I just want to say the one possession I just found he was on KD. If you saw how quick Marc Gasol came to help.
No,
I promise he was getting shaken, Dub. He was getting shaken. And Marc Gasol just came instantly. I don't know if I'm allowed to share this, so I'm not going to. But
we can't share it.
Can you send a link? Send a link in the private real quick, man. I want to see this.
Yeah, send the link, please.
Wow, dog. There's no way you've been capping. You've been building this Tony Allen propaganda off of something that didn't even happen.
You guys are just lying.
Jesus Christ, this link looked long.
I don't think so, man. I don't remember that series, but if they got the tape, and you're wrong, Dub.
Jesus Christ.
Not a headshot. It's not a headshot.
I'm by the way, don't shoot the messenger.
But I can't, Marz. My login doesn't work anymore. My plug login. Yeah.
What year are you looking at, Marz?
2013.
It's kind of net, but I have seen
it was the 2014. We watched the two different series. I was talking about 2014.
Oh,
but they beat Memphis 2014.
The series they lost.
He was playing good defense
with Russell Westbrook.
With Russell Westbrook, yes.
Okay, I'll go find 2014.
Okay. We were on the wrong. Okay, I see what you're saying, though. Okay.
Oh, so yes,
look at y'all. We were in the wrong series.
No, let me go watch 2014 and see what's going on. Let me go watch 2014 and see.
No. 2014 it probably was because Tayshaun didn't play that many minutes.
Yeah,
look at y'all. Look at y'all, motherfuckers.
I'm going to look. Dub, I'm going to look.
Stop playing with me. I know what I see, Lo. You not getting me today, mother. Stop trying to gas.
But didn't KD have a better series? They lost. Better series.
He still played good defense though.
Oh no, I'm not saying he's not playing good defense, but didn't KD have a better series?
But that's my point, Lo. I'm saying he plays good defense.
Let me analyze his defense. Let me analyze.
But nobody's not arguing if he played good defense or not. We're all talking about the impact he had on KD in the series. But in 2014, he played better than he did in 2013. I don't know who mic that is.
Somebody's mic is crazy. Hold up.
Yeah, okay, you are correct. It looks like he's guarding KD right now.
Yeah. In 2014, he's guarding KD, yes.
Okay, so thank you. What are y'all talking about?
It's also a lot of help from Marc Gasol, but
I'm watching the same thing. A lot of times it's one-on-one. A lot of times when he's not able to get the shots off, he's fighting off of picks. Like, what are we doing?
Okay.
We'll see.
I thought my bad. I thought you would. To be fair to Dub, I thought you were talking about 2013.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the series they actually.
All I said was,
which is why
I
brought up his other creator wasn't there in Westbrook. That's the reason why I brought that up.
Oh, see, look at you. You see, you're arguing points.
I mean, I thought it would make sense for you to talk about the series where KD struggled. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's because that's the series that he struggled immensely in 2013.
Bro, I go off of what I see. I don't care if he's struggling in that series. I remember vividly Tony Allen playing good. Like Trevor Ariza, right? In 2018. I think Trevor Ariza was playing phenomenal defense on KD. But, I mean, KD still had a good series.
Okay. All right. My bad.
I'm watching right now. Yeah, Tony Allen is going.
Take the bot back. Take the bot back.
Take the bot back. Well, I didn't watch it. I just when I was looking at 2013 footage, I was like, yikes. But
I can't believe this. I'm about to quit.
I gotta go.
This is like go. All right, Lo, you be safe, bro.
Yeah, man. Don't be a bot.
Salute, Lo.
I wasn't a bot.
Marz, let me know if you being a bot, man. Let me know if you being a bot.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep watching.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep watching. It's crazy.
Cause I ain't gonna hold you, Dub. You was this close.
Lo,
it was looking sketchy for you.
You know what the issue is? Everybody just wants to put this title on me so bad, but every time I just come back from 3-1.
Keep fighting, dog. Keep fighting.
He's slightly getting cooked right now, but it's just cool.
He's playing good though. He's playing good defense though.
KD's just shooting over.
That's what I'm saying. Damn.
Well, you be easy, man. That's what just think that's all you can do.
Peace. Can't believe this, bro.
So hold on, I got a question about playmaking. Since y'all one thing, who y'all have as a better playmaker? Y'all got Trae Young or Tyrese Haliburton as a playmaker this year? Not
Trae Young.
Trae Young.
This year?
Yeah.
Trae Young.
Yeah.
So why is that?
Oh, I think if we're talking about his ability to get downhill, I think he's a better passer anyway. But his ability to get downhill, create mainly for his lob threats, his kick out passing ability. I think the only issue he really has is dealing with size, but I do think he still creates more in totality than Tyrese Haliburton does. Tyrese Haliburton racks up assists, and he's a lot more conservative as a passer than Trae Young as well. So he gets less turnovers, so that provides some value. But I think the quality of shot that Trae Young consistently is able to create is better than what Tyrese Haliburton is doing right now. And Tony Allen is still getting cooked.
So, in your opinion, let me ask you a question.
He's just fouling him, Dub. Every time he's just fouling him. Dub, I'm watching it. It's just fouls. I promise you, it's just fouls.
Listen, bro, you'll see the defense coming.
Hold on. If you put Trae Young on the Pacers, do you think that Miles Turner looks like the way he does? Benedict Mathurin, Nimrod. Do you think like those guys get involved if you put Trae Young on that team?
Yeah. I think it's different because of how Trae Young monopolizes the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a ball stopper.
But I do think Trae Young creates better looks for guys, especially like Miles Turner. I think Miles Turner would be on the 3-point line a lot less. And I think guys like Benedict Mathurin able to be more used as cutters and lob threats would make their game easier as well.
I see your point. Okay, I see what you mean. I agree. I think it's more so, but related to experience. I get what you're saying, but I think naturally Haliburton is the better playmaker because he looks for the multiple reads. Like I think that compared to Trae, I think he force feeds a lot of those lob threats. I think he force feeds those driving kicks because he's usually either going to a floater or he's going to a step back three. I think if you look at Trae Young's game, it's very old school Harden-ish, like 3-ball, floater to the lane. Now this year, I'm not gonna lie, he's hit more mid ranges and things like that, but a couple of tough layups here and there and lob threats. Not a lot of swing passes. He does do driving kicks, but it's very rare for him to do it from up top. He will penetrate all the way and hit that opposite side, but sometimes he doesn't initiate from the top of the key. Where I see different, Haliburton will hit that far corner if he's on that far right corner if he's on the left hash. You get what I'm saying? And I think he manipulates the defense without scoring a little bit better than Trae. So I think naturally he does, but I think through experience, he's going to become a better one. But I see your point, what you're saying for right now. And I think that's just due to experience and manipulating and knowing the craft, what works well and shit like that. But I get your point, though. I get your point.
I agree with everything you said. And I'm now seeing Tony Allen play some good defense.
Thank you, Marz.
It's been, overall so far, he's been getting cooked. But right
somebody
now,
said on YouTube there's an 18-minute highlight clip of Tony Allen's defense on KD.
Let's not judge people by highlights, please.
I know, but 18 minutes is
18. That's a lot of time, though.
It's a crazy amount of time.
I mean, it can't be all from this series because he's been getting baked so far.
Hey, but I got a gripe, and I wish Lowe was on here because I remember Lowe was saying this, also Marz. So I remember you guys are saying that like 2009 LeBron versus Orlando was like winnable, and
I didn't say that. That was
okay.
Carry on anyway.
But I feel like it was quote unquote winnable, but I think Lowe was exaggerating because he was saying LeBron wasn't hitting the mid-range shot. But when you look at it, like LeBron was missing mid-ranges those 3 games in Orlando. In Cleveland, he was hitting most of his mid-range shots, and they still lost that game 1. And I just think the bigger reason was just that the Magic were just hitting so many like shots in the fourth quarter, especially those threes, and that was the biggest reason why they lost. I don't think LeBron really helped the team back because there have been series where he wasn't really hitting jumpers, and they still won. It's like 2012 finals, like he hit like 5 mid-range shots that whole series. And they still won.
Marz, I'm not gonna lie. If there's a 2-part, somebody's mic is going crazy. I'm not gonna lie who it is. I don't know who it is, but please get that fixed. He said it's a one. Oh my God, it's 1 part. So if there's another 18-minute highlight clip of Tony Allen's defense, that's wild. Lord KJ, please get a mic or something because I hear a lot of.
That's not me. That's not mine.
That wasn't you.
That's
not
me. I'm in a quiet ass room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. But Marz, I'm not gonna lie. If there's a 2-part, that's 36 minutes of good defense. Are you gonna discuss that just because it's on YouTube?
No, I'm saying just don't judge people of highlights. That's what I'm saying. Because it's on YouTube. I don't care. I'm just saying just don't judge people of highlights. Because right now, what I'm seeing is it's good defense. It's not moving me to the degree you're trying to say.
You crazy, bro.
I mean, that was good defense, but it was the end of the shot clock. So like, yeah.
See, now you being nasty. Y'all nasty, bro.
He had to shoot. It's not like Tony Allen did something. He had to shoot.
You guys are nasty. Yo, my bad, KJ. What was your question?
I already said it. I was talking about like the 09 Cavs versus Magic series.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you think if Kobe Bryant was on that Cavs team for that series, do you think the Cavs would have a better or worse chance?
I'm not sure. Now I know Kobe can hit more shots than LeBron, but I'm just thinking like LeBron still averaged like 38 on like was it 48% or something. So could Kobe do that and retaining that same efficiency? I'm not sure. But I think Kobe still gives him as good of a chance, or maybe slightly more, just due to his outside shot.
I think the Cavs win.
Yeah. No way in hell. I don't think they win.
2009?
No.
It's Orlando?
You think they win just because you swap LeBron and Kobe? You think they win?
Nah. Dwight was too unstoppable.
Because what is Kobe gonna negate on did Orlando did that series?
Dwight Howard's drop coverage.
Yeah, he just makes them less one-dimensional, and the fact that like LeBron went crazy in that series too, but the fact that Kobe can hit those outside shots to make Dwight Howard have to play up towards that opens up passing lanes for everybody else to feed off of.
But here's the thing you got to remember though.
Yes, I am discrediting highlights greatest. Yes,
because LeBron, I'm saying LeBron still overall for that series shot above average from the mid-range. He had 3 bad mid-range shooting games in Orlando, and Kobe sometimes will have off games. So I don't think it's just clear-cut Kobe just makes them win that whole series.
But it's a difference between like having like good shooting games and making defenses adjust to you, right?
Yeah, that is true. I'll give you that.
So I do think that even though like let's say if LeBron did have like a better shooting performance,
good
like
defense. Sorry.
They weren't adjusting to that. They would adjust to Kobe though. They would respect Kobe wholeheartedly. Like Klay Thompson. If Klay Thompson has a bad shooting night, it don't matter. They're going to guard him up. Just it is what it is. So that's the separator. I do agree, though. Dwight Howard is going to kill Ilgauskas and what's his name?
I'm Ben Wallace. Yeah, they that's why I think they lose, because the Cavs just had no bigs and they're just getting torched. That's why I think they lose. But I do think Kobe offensively causes more problems for them than LeBron James.
Yeah.
I think Dub, I'm not seeing all-time defense right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying what I'm seeing. I'm like
he's guarding
cool.
up.
Yeah, he's playing good defense, but best perimeter defender of all time, man.
What did Drew do? He locked up. He guarded KD.
I never said anything about Drew. That was low. I'm just saying Tony Allen isn't looking like the best perimeter defender of all time. Like that's what I'm saying.
In my head, if you're playing defense like that on like a Kobe and then KD, I look at everybody else in NBA history. It's like, nah, bro, I'm holding him a lot of value.
But the thing, the defense like that you're saying, I'm saying I'm not seeing the defense like that. I'm seeing good defense.
Yes, leading to good force, leading to missed shots.
For the most part, yeah, okay.
Damn, against KD, that's Drew Holiday and a lot of these guys ain't gonna be doing that.
Wait, so you think that puts him above Drew Holiday as a defender? Are you saying that?
I mean, I think Tony Allen is the best perimeter defender ever.
Ever. I mean, really, I could say Shane Battier is if that's your criteria.
Shane Battier, what?
Like, if you want to say Tony Allen is, I can argue that Shane Battier is in that conversation based on his defense. I remember he played real good defense on Kobe. Was it 09, that 09 series?
Shane Battier.
Tony
Allen. Hey, don't disrespect Shane Battier now, man. Don't do that.
I love look at that. Remember that 09 series against the Rockets? There was a few games where Shane Battier played like lockdown defense on Kobe.
Yeah, but that's because T-Mac wasn't there, right?
Yeah.
I have a question.
What's up? What's the question?
When people talk about the GOAT debate, right? People say MJ got a defensive player of the year, but LeBron, he got first team all defense and he didn't get the award. And Marc Gasol, he was second team all defense that year. So I don't get why people say that MJ has a defensive player of the year, but that shit don't matter. To be honest, if you use context to it.
What's the context?
That LeBron was the best defensive player. He was a better player than Marc Gasol.
Why?
Why? Because he was first team all defense.
Marc Gasol was defensive player of the year.
Marc Gasol was second team all defense.
So he should have made first team. What's your point? If you want to say LeBron deserved defensive player of the year because he was first team and Marc Gasol wasn't, because then I just say Marc Gasol deserved to be first team all defense.
I can pick somebody else from the first team.
I could just be like, whoever made first team.
Wasn't Joakim Noah like first team?
Yeah, I'll be like, take Joakim Noah and Marc Gasol should have been there. You're using it to favor LeBron, but you're not using it the other way. If Marc Gasol was second team and won defensive player of the year, it should be easier to say he deserved first team than saying LeBron deserved defensive player of the year because he was first team all defense. Right?
Yep.
And I'm not saying I think LeBron didn't deserve defensive player of the year. I'm just saying that argument just doesn't make sense. Because Marc Gasol should have just been first team by this logic. But I agree. I don't like the defensive player of the year argument. I just don't like what you just said either. So that's
Dub, I do want to check you on the Kareem argument. Because your whole argument.
Cook him right now.
Your whole argument for the Kareem take.
Hold on, my bad. Lowe's in the chat. Marz is seeing Tony Allen play good defense.
Yeah, not all the time. Great defense, but good defense, yeah.
Great defense. Go ahead, Mr. Okay. My bad.
Yeah, my whole thing was that for the Kareem argument, your whole take was that the height of the players he faced. I want him to go through like the top big men today. Outside of Giannis.
We were comparing him to Dirk.
No, that's even worse because Dirk wasn't guarded by fives you were naming. Dirk wasn't guarded by Shaq. So I was like, that actually a worse point by you. He wasn't guarded by fives to take those fadeaways.
Going up against KG and Tim Duncan.
Yeah, how tall is KG and Tim Duncan?
I value that higher. They're better defenders than anybody that Kareem went up against.
Don't disrespect Artis Gilmore. Don't do that.
No,
disrespect
KG and
don't disrespect Artis Gilmore right now. Don't disrespect Artis Gilmore.
They're better defenders. What are you talking about?
Did Kareem play in the 80s?
Marz? Yeah, he did.
Was he guarded by Hakeem?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, that just kills your whole better defenders argument because Hakeem is clearly better than.
Oh, Pat Ewing too. He played against some good.
He played against centers of the 90s. So and you can say they were young, but he was old, so that it counts as out.
Now, yeah, I don't like the height thing because like Kareem was 7'2", and 7'2" is rare regardless.
He was 7'2" without shoes, so he was more like 7'4".
No way, I just got cooked like this.
You got cooked like 6 times today. It's crazy.
I didn't get cooked, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't.
Oh, and Kareem should have 3 fouls.
I had to fight back.
That's not the point. My point for me is that outside of, if you look at the centers today, the prominent ones, Sabonis is 6'11". This is all with shoes, actually, so they could actually be shorter. Sabonis is 6'11".
He only
Bam
faced
is
Hakeem.
6'9".
He only faced Hakeem one time though.
He faced him like 16 times in a career.
Dirk only played KG one time.
I don't care.
So what you do? Dub, what? And KG wasn't even Dirk's primary defender that series, but whatever. Man.
I don't care, bro.
Yeah, Dirk was perimeter, man. He did not like play against like the big guys in the paint like that.
I don't care.
Wait, Dub.
I don't even think I watched that 2006 series recently. I don't even think Duncan was guarding Dirk primarily.
He wasn't guarding Dirk.
You want to know why? Because he couldn't fucking guard him. That's why.
Dub, you know you're getting cooked right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, it's bad for me. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, Dub. We're nearly at 3 hours. If you want to just end the show because you're getting cooked, we can.
Nah. Yeah, today's been bad out, but fuck it. I mean, we here. We're here, Marz. Fuck it. But I'm not gonna lie. I've had some dubs today. I've had some losses. But you know, it evened out. I think I shot 50% today. It's not bad.
True shooting looking real bad right now.
True shooting may be looking bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah,
KD's handle is really suspect, man. Well, it was anyway at this time.
I think it's because of the height, man. You're so tall.
I agree. It's not
easy to get that ball.
Exactly. That's why I think Wembanyama. That's why I think Wembanyama is gonna struggle with his handle as well. I don't think people don't seem to. They act like he's just gonna be handling the ball at the top.
Right. I know.
He just has a very high and loose handle that, like, the ball just takes a longer time to get to the floor. So
some people say LeBron has a better handle than KD. Like, I don't think it's more really the handle. I think it's just the fact that LeBron always uses his body to shield the defender. So it just, you can't really get to the ball because he's so big and massive, and he's just gonna.
Yeah, the same thing with Giannis. Because when Giannis handles the ball, like you,
Tony Allen just got broken. Sorry,
this man Marz is crazy.
It just happened. Like
Tony Allen played good defense, bro.
No, that's fine, but he still got his ankles broken.
Yeah, it happens, bro. It happens, man.
Yeah, also, can we end the whole Trae Young doesn't play defense narrative?
No, he's been playing defense recently.
Like for the entire season. Like,
yeah, he's still not good, but he's been trying.
Yeah, so that's the main thing. He gives effort. Like the amount of people who come up here and say like he doesn't try on defense. Like he tries.
He's just not a good defender.
It's just hard.
Luka doesn't try though. Luka is a person that
Luka really don't try, but
the next play, Tony Allen blocked KD in the clutch.
You see, Marz? It's like, stop playing. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro?
He got his ankles broken. That was funny. That's why I said
Marz, bro. I can't believe. I'm not gonna lie. I got gaslighted so bad today. It was crazy.
I thought you were talking about 2013. That's not my fault.
Mr. E just came in and cooked me. He got it. I'm not even gonna argue with him.
Yeah, you got smoked.
Oh yeah, but the Ace 30 gaslight was crazy.
No, you got cooked.
The Tony Allen gaslight was crazy.
How was we gonna know you were talking about the series they lost and KD played better? How was we meant to?
Because I'm going by off of my eyes.
Yeah, but you didn't say what year it was. How was we meant to know?
I'm going off of my eyes.
You didn't say what year it was though. So how was we meant to know?
I didn't even say what year it was either. So y'all just
because when Lowe said, "Oh well, that was without his primary facilitator," you wasn't like Russ played that series. You didn't say that. So we was just all assuming we were all talking about the same year.
You want to know why? You want to know why, Marz?
Why?
Because I didn't watch that series for a while. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God. So that's why what I did was, instead of me just being ignorant like some people, I was like, you know what? Let me go back and double check this again because I know what the fuck I seen. So then I went back and watched it. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I don't know what these guys are talking about.
No, yeah, Tony Allen is playing good defense in this series. 2013, the series we all thought you were talking about, it was Tayshaun Prince. So.
Just because y'all thought I was being a bot and box score merchant. Going off of that series.
I didn't say all that. I just didn't know you were talking about the series they lost.
I don't care if they won or lost, man. I care about how you perform, man.
Yeah, but how was we meant to know that? Because Lowe said he was without Russell Westbrook, and you didn't say Russ was there. Like we didn't know you were talking about the same. We thought you were all talking about the same.
Cause I ain't watched that for a while, bro. Remember? You know my memory's foggy.
Willis Reed died.
Tito. R.I.P. Willis Reed, man.
We'll never forget the Willis Reed game.
And Lowe was just shit talking him last week. That's crazy.
Damn. Yeah, we'll never forget the Willis Reed game, man.
That's so crazy. Bro.
Hey, Doug.
What's up?
So, okay, so do you really think Tony Allen is the greatest perimeter defender ever?
In my head, if I need somebody to guard up 1-on-1, I'm picking Tony Allen.
Tayshaun Prince should be close on that list if this is what you're going by. Because remember that 2004 finals?
Yeah, but Dub thinks that's more on Kobe.
That's more on Kobe for me, dog. I'm not gonna hold you.
See, that's what doesn't. So why can't I just say it's more on KD?
Because there's a difference between
Dub, you have your bias. Just say that.
Can I say it? Can I say it?
No, because you're just gonna say something.
No. It's something that's factually happened. Okay. I look at a guy going out his way to disrupt the offense way worse than a guy who's just trying, like, he's not. KD ain't doing that. KD wasn't trying to disrupt anything or being selfish, forcing up bad shots. It's like me trying to say that what's his name, Sean Marion or like Jason Kidd locked up LeBron. No, LeBron was just being a bitch. I mean, LeBron was just being not a good guy.
Nah, JJ Barea locked him up. Let's be honest right now.
But Kobe always breaks the offense. I mean, I think he did do it more in that series, but Kobe is always going to do that. I think Tayshaun Prince, his length really affected him.
I think he played good defense, but I look at that more just Kobe just being ignorant. I always credit it to that.
That's weird. But did I disrespect Willis Reed?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay. Rest in peace, Willis Reed. He was 80, so lived a fruitful
life.
Lived
a good life, 100%. I wish I could be that age, man. All right, well, I think we're going to end the show here. I got 3 super chats, though. I want to give a shout out to our GOAT members, bro. Comatose and King J, bro. Appreciate you guys. Long-time GOAT members. Y'all talking about the league's best defenders. Put some MF respect on Evan Mobley's name.
Facts.
100%. We're going to talk about that. Yup, Marz cooked that MFS so bad he can't show his face again. Marz, why did you do that to boy?
He just made a bad argument. He wanted to defend LeBron. It is what it is.
LeBron big and what? Pause.
He said that.
Well, I think I said he was big and massive or something like that. I mean, come on, man.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
He's 250, bro. I mean, that's just...
Nah, that's crazy. We can't have that around here. That's only 6 weeks.
I was gonna end it on here. I think peak for peak. I think Ben Simmons is a top 5 on-ball defender of all time.
Can we end the show, please?
Peak for peak who? Peak for me who?
Can we end the show?
Peak for peak who?
Of all time, I think Ben Simmons is the top 5 on-ball.
You got it, brother.
Let's end the show.
You got it, bro. You got it, bro. Y'all be easy. Peace out. Like the video on y'all way out, bro.